Looks like I'm soloing tonight. I don't know where Barb is. Which is perfectly okay. I think I have everything I need. I have his. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and put up the multi there. I'll keep the tab open in case anyone gives me anything last minute. Let me go ahead, since we don't hear them locally anymore on the TFAR plugin because they seem to have disabled that feature. I'm going to go ahead and just disable my plugin. And let's see, we're at 90 plus players. All right, it's time for the evening fights. All right. Increase the music slightly, and we're gonna start seeing slotting start up. So this will be interesting because it's gonna be Op 4 versus Blue 4 and Green 4. Green 4, I have no idea what they are. It looks like it's Bravo Alpha command element with the vehicles X-Ray and platoon lead, and Blue 4 also has a platoon lead, but then Charlie Delta as individual infantry. So this might be Op 4 as some sort of militia, because they do have Helixes with them, and then Blue 4, I can't tell what they are. They're rocking Carl Gustavs, though, and Green 4 is rocking Carl Gustav, so maybe two different military or paramilitary groups working against Op 4 itself, so we'll just have to see how this round goes. But otherwise, we're going to try to cover all 3 rounds tonight, then I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to do some mission development for next week's operation. So a lot of stuff to work with here, and we'll just have to see how things go. And see if anyone else trickles in. But as always, if you want to jump in and play, you can just use the !FNF command, and we'll see how things go. Is there actually someone named Ligma Balls in the roster? They would be under L. So I don't see someone with that, but that would be one funny name. Oh, Barb, is that you?
It do be me.
All right, cool. Let me, I didn't know if you were showing up today or not, so I'm going to add you to the multi, send that to you, and add that to my mission command. Give me a second.
Yep, I was doing some pre-stream stuff, or, well, technically it was a stream, so it wasn't pre-stream, but never mind. We're getting into semantics.
It's all good,
I was playing
man.
the game before.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't have to explain it to me. I getcha. I getcha. All right. So, I mean, you're probably going to change the order of that, but I put you ahead of everyone in that. So let me go ahead and update the multi-link on the Discord as well. And then let me adjust my mission command.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Finally back for some FNF. Hoping for a good match tonight.
Alright, that's updated. Alright, we should be good to go. So, tapping back in. Jarut, thanks for the 6-month resub, my man. That gets you a sergeant's badge. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, my friend. I hope you get a nice kick out of the NA branch of FNF tonight. I'm gonna increase the intensity of my lights a little bit because it's getting pretty dark. But otherwise, Barb has showed up. He will be co-casting with me today, so we'll see how things go. Did you not just do FNF? No, so there's 2 different branches. There's the EU branch of 3 rounds and the NA branch of 3 rounds. NA is after EU. NA starts later, usually around 8 o'clock. and we'll see how this goes. So I usually only cover 2 of the 3 rounds, and I'm going to shoot for all 3. Generally, it's just dependent on how busy my day was, but today was pretty chill, so I don't have anything I need to immediately get done tomorrow morning either, which also influences whether or not I follow the 3rd round. But otherwise, let's go ahead and look at the roster here. So Anderson, head honcho of the NA branch, is going to be on. We got Arcane, who usually takes part of the multis. I know he's on tonight. Cullis usually plays with Scandi Recon members. We have Bayant, also known as Not Bay, also known as T5 Bay, one of the best players within FNF, arguably the best. There's Barb joining in to take his co-caster role under Spectator. We got members of 29th ID here, members of the 2nd MRB as well, from what I can see. We got Falcon playing, Flux, so a few trickles-ins of Papega and Scandi Recon. Yes, Boo? Hi. You okay? All right. Iander's also playing tonight. We'll see if he takes any AT roles. We see Kane also showing up. Yes, Boo? It would hurt. Thank you. I see Naps also playing with Nemesis tonight. Yes, Boo? Okay. There you go. And otherwise, we have Norris also on tonight. We'll see if he's rocking any MGs. Yes, Boo? Okay. Boo, I gotta work. All right, we started the stream. We're doing what we can. All right. Yes. I love you too. Okay. Goober. Rave Master's on, Revanche on as well. Sam, what? Bloodwing says hi, Barb.
Hi, Bloodwing.
He says hi back. All right, Spiky, Warwick, Wheaton, Whiplash, Time Mech and Zeus, the guys that play with Despo and whatnot that we also see in OFCRA. So big mix of players here.
So how you doing? How's Bloodwing doing?
I'm all right. She's all right. She's a little derpy right now, but that's a-okay.
Little drinky, little imbibed.
No, that's just how she is naturally sometimes.
Oh, okay. So
It's adorable.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Just spent today doing some minor editing work. Got a code that someone sent me for set scale to work proper. Taught that to a few people to distribute it. Worked out what I'm doing this weekend, worked out what I'm setting up for next week. So now I'm just going to spend after FNF just doing some mission dev and chilling. So
Very poggers.
yeah. Can't believe you just used that in a sentence. How was your day?
It was good, actually. Very busy. I took the photos of like 8 people at work today, and I had
Okay.
to process them all. But I got paid extra for it because some of them were from outside of like our company. It was a friend who wanted some of his coworkers to get headshots. It was great. So I got my spending money for the weekend. I got some shit planned for tomorrow, playing some VR games, and then some Arma Ops as well in Ringgold. And then Sunday, Sparky apparently has like a Gate horror op. Gate with like the Roaring
Yes,
Mercury.
I will be attending that.
Yes. All right. Hell yeah.
I actually, so some of that set scale stuff, I shared that with him because he was the one super interested in it. So I don't know what he's going to do with it yet, but yeah. Indeed. I also, he asked for how to buff health, so I showed him that too. And, yeah, we're all going to die on Sunday. But anyway, that's a-okay.
Yeah, well. I forget. Have you gotten any better with VR stuff, or does it still just give you
It
bad
still
motion sickness?
just fucks with me. I've stopped trying for the time being. I'm gonna double down on some DayZ stuff now that I have 2 different servers I can play on, schedule all that. I'm gonna spend the rest of this month finishing up Pay for Pain, getting my money together for paying taxes, and completing my front logs of the channels because I've been experimenting with what are good times to upload on that YouTube seems to like. And then next month I will focus on just some Arma scenario stuff and trying to make FNF baseball cards or some bullshit like that for the hell of it.
Right. Right. All right.
Okay, so it looks like on this scenario, green 4 is going to be French, blue 4 is going to be Dutch. Interesting. And Op 4 have just been stated to be FIA, so generic insurgents, but it looks like they have a Czechody style camo post-Yugoslavian. Interesting. Do you want to read the brief or should I?
I'll read the brief this time.
Go ahead.
EU nations deployed their armed forces into the Ali Abad region to aid the local population after a violent coup d'etat took place.
Hi, boo.
After establishing a FOB, the Dutch spotted armed groups all around the FOB. Well, it's a good thing they spotted them. Expecting to be under attack at any moment, the Dutch asked the nearby French to aid in the upcoming battle. Area of operations, a lot of sand hills and some scattered buildings. Notes, Op4 can use all of its spawns at once, no limits, and no mission-specific rules.
All right. Game mode is going to be a... yes, boo, he did do it. It's going to be a double cache objective, so 2 caches around the AO. So we see them in 2 separate areas. Blue 4 has all their units spawned around 1 so far. Can you not crinkle that? It gets picked up on the mic. Yeah. It's okay.
You good?
Yep. Sorry, she's we're talking. But regardless, going back to the scenario here, just 2 caches to be destroyed across 2 separate sectors. We'll break those down. We see it on the map. Standard 50-minute round, 50-minute save start. Max view distance is going to be over a click. No magnified optics nor NVGs. Default build points is kept at 125. Match settings, it looks like Op 4, the attackers are going to be getting 2 HE rounds per person, so it means 4 HE rounds per fire team. So between the squad, it's times 4 multiplier, so 8 HE rounds per squad. That's pretty interesting. Whereas blue 4 and green 4 are going to only get 8 rounds per their groups. Carl Gustav is an M3 mod on the blue 4 thing. So do you want to cover blue 4? Let's do Op 4 first, since it's the attacker and the individual.
Yeah, let's do that. So, Op 4, as you mentioned, is going to be just a kind of generic insurgent kit, where wow, they've actually included an image to break down the kits.
Yeah, they've been adding
Holy
these all
shit.
in. It's really nice because you get to see the marksman loadout weapon if you scroll all the way down to DM, because they don't include that within the loadout. It looks like it's going to be an M76 based off of the long barrel AK platform there.
Yep. So that's kind of semi-decent
Well, thanks for
camo.
a
They
gift
might
sub
be
to
able
Drifter.
to
Hope you both keep enjoying the
make,
operation. Hope you get a nice kick out of the
pretend to be a
scenario.
bush or something.
Yeah.
The loadout
It is a rough camo.
It's pretty rough for any terrain, really, with the weird kind of half winter, half woodland. But moving on to the loadouts, they're going to be using Yugoslavian insurgent-based kits around the AK-74N and the AKS-74UN. Okay, nice little crinkle.
Can you not choke me while I'm streaming, please?
Yeah,
Sorry,
save that for
I
after
put
the
my
stream.
push to talk down. I apologize, Barb. Keep
You
going.
should do that after the stream.
Stop choking! Continue. I am so sorry about that.
You got to pull his dick out before you choke him. That's how
Barb
it works.
says you have to pull my dick out before you start choking me.
I can't do that.
Moving
Why
on.
not?
So yeah, AK 545 AKs, TT33s, support weapons being PKMs and FN mags, aka an M240 Bravo.
Yeah, so
LAT
basically
is
both are going to
be
be 7.62 base. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. 7.62 by 54 in the PKM, and 7.62 by 51 NATO in the FN mag. So ballistically pretty similar. Nice kind of LMG style of or type of weapon. LAT is going to be the RBR M80, which has a nice clear and open sight with some holographics kind of for sighting and ranging. Recon is going to have an M24 in 7.62 NATO, and the support team is going to have the option of an M14 or a grease gun, M3A1 suppressed. And then for any crew, we have they're going to be using AKSs.
It's one of the tough choices. All right. Always the toughest opinion that I have to deal with at times for crew and aviation is whether or not they're going to go. I mean, because they get a really bold set of choices here for crew and aviation slots. Do you think this is more of an AKS-74 UAO, or do you think it's going to be more CQC with an AKS-74 UAO? What are your thoughts on that, Barbarian?
Well, on this one, it kind of depends. So the AKS-74U and the UN, the difference between them is the N model has a a side rail built into the frame of the weapon for mounting sights. The U does not. So in this particular engagement, if the UN is able to get a magnified optic, it should be able to do some
Son
work.
of a
But as we
bitch
all know,
actually
the
knows the
UN doesn't do
difference.
anything.
Yeah, quite. All right.
Moving on.
Son of a
for
bitch.
CSW assets 3 times Islamic Rebel TT650 motorbike.
Motorbikes.
Don't know what is the designation there, but
You can fit 2
okay.
people on per bike. Usually it's given to the recon group because it's a 6-man team.
Right. And they have 2 PKM Hiluxes, so some nice wheeled transport to get them
Fire
around.
support only, and it's not an anti-material round, so it won't be able to penetrate. More of just general suppression.
Yep, PKM exactly the same as the machine gunner's using.
Right, let's go ahead and look at Blue 4 next, unless you have anything else.
No, by all means, go ahead.
All right. Blue 4 are going to be Dutch loadouts, which is interesting enough. I don't think I've ever seen a Dutch op before in Arma 3, so this will be a bit of a treat. They're going to be rocking M16s and M4s. Glocks, machine gun's going to mix of a Mini-Me, which is a 249, and an FN Mag, which is a 240. You got the M72 as their light anti-tank weapon, the M24 for the recon. Sniper with a choice of the Mark 14 or the MP7 for the suppressed shooters, and then the crew and aviation get the choice of the MP7 or an M4. However, that doesn't matter because they're just 2 infantry squads and a platoon element. So they also do have the mortar that's going to be given to Charlie, which is going to be Vagrant squad, so we'll see if he's able to utilize that properly. But otherwise, no assets beyond that. And then you have Green 4, which look under the uniform. I mean, I know I have really shitty vision, Barbarian, but text like this, it really does help me. We have NATO, Modder,
I'm sorry. You have to.
Enfren.
You gotta. It's a French pronunciation. It's
NATO, Modder, Enfren. Ish. I see. Ami, c'est ça. Mouflage. Very French indeed. The aura. Oh my god. All right, I'm just going to quickly break down this picture just to explain to people what the kits are. So top left to top right, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, assault, auto rifleman, excuse me, I always say assault because I'm an idiot. Auto rifleman assistant, grenadier IR, which are the grenadiers that have the hunt IR rounds, which are little cameras that you can fire out of your GL that then parachute back down to the ground. You can use a terminal to activate those cameras and look at them as an eye in the sky, similar to what we have from our spectator interface, but in a much more limited form. It has regular vision, night vision, no thermals, but it's a way that squads can deploy something to look around the map and look locally between their positions and other positions. Anyway, machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank 1, medium anti-tank 1 assistant, then your MAT 2 assistant in case they want to do separate weaponry. Recon infantry, so the squad leader, team leader, that stuff. Recon infantry scout, who have the suppressed weapons. Designated marksman, which looks like is going to be a SCAR for these guys. And then the sniper, which we'll look at what they have in a second. Crew leader, crew member, pilot, medic, and then the base kit where they base all the infantry off of, which I don't even know why they include that in the first place. I guess just for a general loadout look of what default infantry look like. Regardless, loadout is going to be a mix of FAMASs and 416s because they are French. Remember, the marksman is also going to get that SCAR 17. Another FN Mini-Me and FN Mag, so 249s, 240s, just, different terminology, slightly different weapon models. 136s for their light anti-tank, which are AT4s. M24 for the recon sniper, and then a choice of the Mark 14 EBR, the MP7. Same choice as Blue 4, except Green 4 actually has the recon team. And then an HK MP5 or a 416 for the crew and aviation. Though I don't think they have... No, they do have vehicles, actually. So, yes, that is important. Nothing on the CSW. Assets, they've got 3 trucks, 2 M240 Humvees, and then a transport Humvee. So, overall, not too bad there. No, it's not a hentai R, you freaking degenerate, Zam. Sorry, go ahead.
That's
Horny
a good one.
people. It is a good
Also,
one. I'll give him that.
Faber says I'm the better shoutcaster. Maybe
Okay.
they wanted me to let you know.
All right. Well,
So if you want to,
everyone's
withhold
entitled to their own
treats-
opinion.
Yeah, and if you want to withhold their treats, make sure they don't get any milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for a dick joke there with the milk, right? Because that's what you would pull?
I was gonna say tighten the restraints a little bit more, but we both know that they like that.
Yeah. Well, Blue Force having a little bit of a party on the tower in the southern objective.
It's a bit of a sausage fest.
Yeah.
Nimia is nowhere to be seen. And there goes Iander.
All right, otherwise it's going to be a dual objective piece here. You can see that the FIA force here has a lot of different angles that they can enter from marked on the map, but it looks like the vehicles are going to be on the top left AO, which appears to be the two... well, Chow just got run over. The two PKM Hillixes. I don't know where the motorcycles are. It looks like the rest of the infantry is staying on the top right. They've been digging some trenches. I guess just... testing things out. Maybe the southernmost one? Yes, the southernmost one has the motorcycles, which you're already seeing members of Charlie get on for whatever reason. But anyway, we need to break down the rosters, and then we'll break down the AOs. We got 4 minutes, so I'll run through this really, really quick. So, up for the attacking faction led by Cholt. Cholt likes to command at least once a week. Not one of the best I've seen in leadership, but he's one of the more common ones to take it, and he's been doing pretty well. So he's not a wild card, so he should be all right. But he is solo leading with no 2IC or medic, so if he gets shot early on, as we saw in the EU branch, every time, and this was every round, the leader died early, the attack completely fell apart because there's no one to coordinate it. Even though comms, I will admit, in FNF are pretty rough, they still need to have at least one voice to organize everyone. So if Cholt gets kicked off early on, this could all fall apart, because that's exactly what happened in a round 2 of EU on this map. It was a 2 objective. They did the first objective well. Ground command got sniped by an infiltrator, and then the second attack fell apart and they still lost. Anyway, Despo leading, X-Ray, Alm Tree being the medic, Timek being the sniper, Sushi being the 2IC for the squad, Dogbert going for a suppressed Mark 14, and Bad Ricky also going for a suppressed M14. Steve leading Alpha 1 with Norish, K, Pepit, and Ace. And they are the only alpha element. Bravo, meanwhile, has combined both their teams into just making a large squad. So Korvac leading, Waldo probably being the Bravo 1 2IC with Jack N1, Rave Master, Jake, Chadwick, Catnip, Gary, Green Thumb, Zeast, Absorbed, and Nebs all together. Charlie HQ actually has a big chunk of Pepega still playing. We got Michael, Kane, Sideways, Chow, Coda, Bant, who isn't part of Pepega, but very good solo player, probably the best in the entire roster.
Just got sent to Flavortown.
Of course he did. Shade, Mags, Flux, Fred, Guy Fieri, and Army Jesus. Just a quick note for EU. These guys went 2 for 3 in the previous round, so they're doing really well tonight. Keep that in mind. Montgomery leading Delta HQ, Nielsen leading Delta 1. This is an example of the team staying separate with Drake, Saban, Eagle, Hudson, Dot, and Norse together. Norse playing a medical role. We like to watch to see if he plays MG because then he does really well. Ilbanek leading Delta 2 with other members of 1RW, including Wise, and then Shrek alone in Bravo 2. Going to scroll all the way down. The convoy coming in, that is of Green 4, which are French. It's going to be led by Anderson. Cool Breeze as the 2IZ. X-Ray being led by Maz, with Lurch as the 2IC. Falcon and Jake, I'd assume, are playing... No, Lurch is the medic. Jake is the 2IC. Falcon is going to be a suppressed shooter, and Oddball is going to be the sniper. I can't tell what weapon Falcon has. I'd imagine he has the suppressed rifle instead of the MP7, but we'll see. Drake leading Alpha HQ, with Cosmonaut leading Alpha 1, with Wheaton, Maverick, Miller, Arcor, Patriot, and Blam. Alpha 2 being led by Bridges, with Banks, Warwick, Swola, Eric, and Martin. Blue 4, meanwhile, leader is going to be Arcane, with Tilster as the 2IC, and Chaos as the medic. Vagrant leading Charlie HQ, which looks like it merged Charlie HQ with Charlie 2 because Charlie 1 is still its own element, so that it has Grab, Lolo, Broken, DJ, Noob, who went really well last round. He went 7-1. Kubas, Green Shade, and Tenderbaner. Olaf leading Charlie 1 with Ron, Spiky RP, G-Legs, and Sam. Naps with some elements of Scan Your Recon, leading Delta 1 with Iander, Pert, and Dobbs, Cats, Cullis, Nemesis, and Whiplash. So overall, really good rosters. Important things to note for betting's sake, for people that do predictions. The attackers did not win a single round last round because it kept falling apart. Some much more spectacular than others. Some it was really close, but the attackers have not won yet. Now, this is a really unique sense of the defenders have a force coming in as QRF as the attackers are pushing in, but because of the lack of transport Vix that Op4 is going to have to actually get into the AO, I think Green 4 with their transport Vix are going to be able to reinforce these AOs themselves. So I'm really heavily favoring defenders here. Barb, your thoughts?
Well, I'm interested to see how this attack pans out. We're starting to see them head out on foot. Obviously, they don't really have much fast transport, and I think that's going to be really where they come up
The heck
short.
is NAF's doing?
Maybe if they can take one of the Humvees and use that as a bit more fire support, those PKMs are going to have to do a lot of work. I would say probably hit the for the best bet for Red 4 is to hit the western one first, because the French are going to hit the southern outpost first, or the where Scandi is. So if the majority of the force hits the Abad region there, then they should be able to have a fairer fight, or a better fight for them than if they were to head for the southern one. But either way, they're going to be walking for a long time on foot, and that's going to give the French plenty of time to set up and get security going, reinforce some of the blue 4 positions.
So we're going to see Op4 X-Ray starting to set up on the southern side. Looks like, yep, they gave the motorbikes to X-Ray, because I saw that Charlie was touching them. I would say we definitely need to see Op4 do some sort of unified assault, because at the times where they were able to do a unified assault together to take one objective, they would be efficient. But again, then ground command would get killed off, and they wouldn't be able to then take their remaining force and do a second unified assault. And that's why the attacks kept falling apart in the last branch today. So...
Yep. Oh, and here's something interesting. So command
X-Ray.
Red 4 command. Yeah, that's Red 4 X-Ray and command. Depso's up there. Oh wait, no, Depso is X-Ray. Excuse me. Cholt is the platoon HQ for Red 4. That's my mistake. But yeah, Green 4 and X-Ray is now up here. Oddball, and then with the PKT Humvee, they have to hear it, right? Looks like Dogbert and Reki do, but Timek and Sushi are going to keep their eyes to the northeast.
This would be perfect for the suppressed shooters to move on it. We see them moving around up here.
Yeah.
Still moving to where that engine sound is. Some early pickoffs on Green 4 X-Ray would be good. You got Maz driving up here, trying to look around.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Maz is...
Dogbert's a little bit too far out, though. He sees the Humvee. He's going to go for the gunner, I think, but no one's in the gun. No one's in the Humvee. The engine's just going. That might confuse Dogbert.
Maz has to be careful, though. If he stands still, he looks very standstill and headshotable.
Yeah. But he might also blend in if he stands still.
Shots going in on the north. That's X-Ray's other Vic. The other 240 is now firing up on the hill. That's going to make the other Green 4 guys immediately turn and start engaging.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be, Maz was going to call for friendly fire and they would cease, but no, he actually spots Timek, and there's Dogbird trying to get
up on Jack.
But can't land the kill. Oddball trying to drive away, but that thing is going to be able to withstand some M14
Two grenades
rounds.
thrown in Dogbird's direction. Both landing in between him, only doing minor damage to him.
Yeah, a little bit of shrapnel, but nothing too bad. Timek is awake, and he throws a panic smoke.
Maz, does he turn left?
No, I don't
Fog
think he
of
sees
war.
him. The grass and the green of his backpack, I think, blend in just enough. So Timek covering this area with smoke. Oddball now is trying to push through it. Dogbert's still kind of just on the edge of this, not quite pasture, but this patch of grass and bushes. I don't know why Red 4 didn't split as soon as they took contact. I mean, didn't have much choice of where to go, but anywhere but here would be better.
Shushi has already been taken out. We got Dogbert firing over at Oddball. Oddball hitting the deck. Jack now looking. Oddball popping some grenades. Green 4 now doing a massive counterattack on this ridge. I mean, knocking out X-Ray early on. Jack firing his shots well over Dogbert here.
Yeah, that height over bore is a little
There's
funky.
Timek bailing out right here.
Yeah, Timek, he took a bike and he's running.
Maz getting the headshot on the other Op 4 suppressed shooter there. It looks like he screwed up his bike. Now Dogbert firing up, trying to get Maz, but is unable to land the kill.
Here's Depso about to be flanked by Miller. Not quite. He backs back down.
Miller holds off.
Yeah, but I think their bike is fucked up. Depso's bike. Because he's not driving away
It's
on
in
it.
the open.
Yep.
So he doesn't have a lot of room to work with here.
Dogbird's still up. He's going to hear Lurch coming around in that PKT Humvee. But he's busy bandaging. Here comes Maz.
Again, he's getting close.
Oop, Depso gets on his bike. He's splitting.
He's trying to, at least.
He might try and run over to Dogbert, which will only get them both killed. But no, he stays going southbound.
Will, I'm going to try to do some mission development afterwards, so it's going to be a late night. Try and see if Maz is going to notice Dogbert here.
No, he is in view of the legs. He might see him there. Oh,
I think he saw something. No, he didn't.
that's some fucking stealth right there. My chat brings up a good point. Yeah, using those Humvees as bait wouldn't be a terrible idea. They are pretty well armored, so just having them drive around, maybe have the gunner turn in. Only thing that could take him out would be LAT. And here comes Maz and Jack. They're really starting to check these bushes. They see the flattened one. Maz just doesn't see him. Looks everywhere
Jack?
but right at him. Jack doesn't either.
I just want to see Dog go back on his belly and then turn. Oh, Jack!
Oh,
Jack,
he
you
looked
just
right
looked at him!
You looked right at. Oh, maybe he thinks he's dead because he's
Has
lying.
to think he's dead.
Oh my god.
There are three sides,
Fucking
Blue 4 and
great
Green 4
job
together
from
fighting
Dogbert
against
there.
Op 4. Meanwhile, Op 4, they're starting to make a pincer move over to the northern object. No, it's a three-way prawned attack. Good God, that's going to be messy.
Yep, especially now they're already getting engaged from out here. See the guys up in the tower. Greg Legs, Chaos, both in these really tight firing holes. And of course, the enemy infantry is just so happens to be walking right in the path of where these firing holes are looking.
Yeah, you got Blue 4's mortar down here as well. They have it possibly lined up to engage Op 4 Charlie.
Well, there's little hearts at the western base.
I mean, this would be perfect terrain, though. Put a smoke round to range your shot and then follow it up with HE.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the easiest way to arrange things.
Mortar firing around.
This whole group of Red 4 up here on the north, far north, are just completely suppressed. They're hanging out on a
it
big,
might be
giant
short.
hilltop.
Oh, my God. No, it's going to be short. Just short.
Where's it landed at?
Right next to Charlie HQ, literally 10 meters in front of
Oh
him.
my god, yeah.
Oh, that was close. Another
No
one.
really seeming to react.
How do you see the
Here
tracers
it
in
goes.
Zeus? We're not in Zeus. We're in a spectator mode, Captain. I have a way to
That's
do
got
it in
the
Zeus where we
distance.
rip the script out that controls it, and
It's got
I
plenty of distance.
activate it via an SQF in my mission files. But you can't access it by default without writing a script around
Ooh,
it.
Takes out Bay and takes out one of the trucks. Takes out the wheels of the second, too. It's going to be able to limp out of there, but
Bay got blown up.
might be Fubar.
Flux risking damage here to pick him up. Got
Here comes
Mags
the
on the
third.
outside there, but he was hit. Yep, a little
Third one
short.
lands just outside the
Great
rock
use
wall,
of the
and yeah,
mortars, though, by denying these vehicles.
but I thought I saw a fourth. Oh, here comes the fourth. And again, just
A
outside.
little short.
But that second one, whoo! They're going to see that smokestack and know they hit something.
So that's going to stall that attack wave, which means the other two are going to attack unsupported. I mean, just looking at it, one attack wave is clearly closer than the other. That Blue 4 group could potentially just defeat the rest of these attacks in detail. Northernmost
Yeah.
one starting to do a massive smoke charge too.
Well, that's pretty much their only bet, but unfortunately for them, the smoke only conceals their position. It doesn't protect them at all. So they're
Yep.
going to be able to, this amount of smoke, they're going to be able to move around for sure.
It's going to be a mess.
But they're definitely going to become the subject of fire. So this is what's going to draw most of the attention, I think, for the next few minutes. You see that Red 4
Fucking
Alpha 1 group that you
Dogbert,
mentioned
are you
getting
kidding me?
really close, and they could move with the terrain through the foliage to get pretty close to the base's eastern side.
So by the way,
But,
Dogbert's
yeah,
still alive on this ridge. He keeps playing dead, and he's just walking around trying to infiltrate this ridge. He could do a lot if he plays it safe and careful.
the bridges.
So G-Legs is on 2 kills, by the way. He's a blue 4 marksman. He's been using that little slit on the battle tower. The ones you mentioned earlier, and he's already gotten 2 down. And, I mean, Op4's charging in an angle where he can continue to operate utilizing that little slit at the top. So he's probably going to rack up a few more kills as Op4 continue to push here.
I just want to see what Dogbert does. He's got to be real careful.
I just saw a symbol next to him flash, one of the green 4.
Yeah, she's still shooting down at Timek and Depso, who are just
Yep.
holding out.
So Arcor putting a message out, green 4 don't count to the defense of the actual sectors.
Interesting. That's an interesting little caveat.
Well, that also explains why green 4 isn't specifically in the sector, so they're just dedicated to counterattacking from the sound of things. But I think blue 4 on their own have just been doing a great job of holding all the main forces, because green 4, the only thing they've dealt with is X-Ray, let's be honest. You're going to start seeing them flank Charlie for Op 4, though, as you see those vehicles moving on, but... Martin died. Does Dogbert have the kill? Yes, he does. He picked him off with a headshot.
And that was no, that's Bridges who was lead.
Yep.
Martin.
Oh, now he's trying to get
he gets
Bridges,
that-
and he gets
Oh,
Bridges!
gets him.
He got hurt a few times, though. Warwick's going to hear those gunshots and come over, though.
Yeah, that's Alpha 2 lead, and Bridges KIA.
Let's see if Warwick sees the body bandaging over to the left. Oh, Dogbert just got up. Warwick noticed. Pulls right. Warwick's throwing a frag. It's
Ooh,
gonna...
bounce
Does it
over.
roll over? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
That's going to give Dogbert a notification that he's over here. Now he's being shot at from the left, and he is taken out by
Yeah.
Maverick.
But honestly, for what he did,
That was good.
pretty well worth. Because now that whole team, Banks, Warwick, Swola, Eric, they might be out of contact with Cosmo now. It's going to be harder for them to organize as a distinct unit. And they'll probably just fold in with Alpha 1. But Dreek as well, Alpha HQ, he's KIA.
I don't know. I still think this northernmost Blue 4 group is doing a great job, because the two Op 4 groups have kind of unified. We're starting to see them get a little bit close. Green 4 is going to start flanking and eliminating Charlie HQ. How I see this playing out so far is Blue 4 is going to give a very nasty black eye to Op 4. Op 4 is eventually going to overwhelm and take that position, but not without taking significant casualties. Then the remains of Green 4 and Blue 4 on the other objective are just going to win this one. Just because this AO is so tough to hit. I mean, they have a battle tower for coverage, and it's all open fields. So it's really just a marksman fight. Yeah, I mean, Legs, again, still with 2 kills. But as Op 4 moving closer, he's going to be able to get cleaner headshots, and we're going to see that kill count increase.
If they can keep that tower suppressed, though, just have a team ready to
I know, right? Sounds like my English is shit.
hit it with some MG fire whenever they see some movement.
I got to appreciate what Op 4 is trying to do. They're trying to find their own little fire holes in some of these buildings to engage what they can. And then, you know, there's a bunch of these trenches made that we see people like Sam trying to get in and take. But I'm also going to be curious to see where the explosive traps are today, because EU had a really good amount of not only explosive traps, but satchel throws. Maz killed 6 people with satchels and turned the tide around for his defensive faction in the 3rd round. So
Greg Legs tower's getting hit.
yeah, a lot of AT coming in. We really another thing we need to see Op4 do right now is just start pelting this AO with HE from their RPGs, since they have so much HE for per squad. This would be a good use of it. Maybe keep 1 or 2 rounds in reserve for the other AO since it's much smaller. But this one, I mean, especially the battle tower, just pelt the shit out of that thing with HE. All right, we got Flux now coming up on his own on the western side. He's one of the guys you do have to look out for. He does have the PKM. He's already up 1 kill. It's those few guys trickling in from Charlie HQ, those heavy headers from Pepega that can just do so much damage. But Op4, ooh, we just saw the battle tower change destructive texture, so you can blow it up. I also heard mortar fire land, but I'm unable. Nope, 1 more just came up. It might be going to where Bravo HQ and Platoon are. I just lost the round. It looks like it's going to land behind Op4's push here. I'm going to give a bit of a wide angle camera. Oh, yeah, it was landing on the garrison that Op4 previously was before their charge. So great range in.
Shrek and Catnip, if they were just a few seconds faster.
They would have probably got knocked out by it.
Yeah, at least.
But it shows you how aggressive Op4 is playing. The one fear I have for Op4 is actually they're not taking a lot of casualties here with this push. I thought there'd be a lot more.
Good job in suppressing the main defensive points between the rockets and the machine gun fire. But all that fire comes at a price. They might be low on ammo by the time they get here, all things considered. But we do have on the eastern side pushing up again in that terrain and the foliage, just moving along what lines they have, using that suppression to their advantage. You see Kabubi Face, Steve, and a 3rd player all kind of suppressing that eastern approach.
Flux is about to breach the mortar site on his own. Looks like Blue 4's abandoning it, though. DJ trying to overwatch. We did see some Green 4 guys firing at Flux's position earlier. But this is where Flux can be incredibly dangerous if you let him get close and Blue 4 is kind of all broken apart.
I think Red 4's trying to knock the tower with GP40s.
Yep.
Or GP25s.
Sam and Tender were taken out. Grav just got taken out by Flux. Vagrant's down at the top of the tower. Right next to where G-Legs is. He's still only on 2 kills. He can't seem to land any other headshots here. More AT going to that tower. 1 or 2 more rounds and that tower's done.
Agreed.
Flux now running around, seeing what else he can take out. Now you got King coming in, Shade, Bayans. He was medic backup. I stand corrected. This Blue 4 group might actually fall a lot more quicker than I thought. Bayant caught in a flank, trying to engage Green Shade. There goes that tower. G-Legs is down.
Open fire on the purple smoke there. 4-man team, shoulder to shoulder. He had a great angle on it, just as he started to take some fire.
Ace is also coming around. We see some grenades being thrown by Green Shade as he's able to kill Bayan with that 2nd grenade throw. Flux pushing against DJ Vin. Flux going left and right, making DJ run out of ammo, and eventually gets the kill there. I think this Op4 group might actually be able to fully encircle and wipe this element. You do have some Green 4 guys coming up to reinforce on the south.
Yeah, now we're seeing Blue 4. They're really huddling up. They're just they're hiding in the sheds there. Gonna try and play really defensive and camp these spots, but it's gonna be real rough. We do have Green 4 trying to suppress and assist. A bunch of infantry pushing from the south and some vehicle support from X-Ray to the southwest.
Oh my god.
From them.
Professional Noob just had 2 HE rockets hit his little bunker, so he's now pulling back. Under fire, gets knocked out by Guy Fieri or Armagees is at that angle. Hearing some of the mines go off here, I think Shade just triggered tripwire mine from the sounds of things and the fact that he's now cripple walking. He's also taking fire from Green 4 elements and actually just got knocked out by Arcor firing up from the ridge. So Green 4 doing their best to try to overwatch and push forces in here. I'm not sure if it'll be enough. We're going to have to really see a good holdout play by Blue 4. I mean, Blue 4, they're doing their best. They're hiding in various small buildings here. They're hiding in little corners as well. But
this could make the clearing really costly for Red 4 if they don't play this right. Because with how much Blue 4 is just hiding, like, it's going to be tough. However, that said, 3 of them are in one shed, so one good grenade could really.
Speaking of good grenades,
round
grenades landing right next to Spiky. Oh, she's in the building though, so they don't do much damage. Professional woke back up. He was doing some badging for himself. Now, to explain, Blue 4 was doing a great job defending, but they weren't landing the kills they needed to, so Op 4 was able to continuously pop smoke and continue to advance on this position. I think I just watched Norris throw a grenade on himself, and he just killed his friend.
Very based.
Amazing. I don't know where that grenade came from. I thought I saw one of them throw it. Norris now trying to bandage him. No, he's dead. Rare you see a grenade kill someone when they're prone, but that was kind of funny. Warwick coming up trying to kill K. K has his handgun out trying to stop Warwick by firing through the bushes here. Warwick has that FAMAS though, that high fire rate. Puts a GL in K's face. It's not enough, but Ace is now coming around to try to cover K. Another GL being fired. It goes lawn, and K blows his head off. I don't know why you just don't switch to bullets at that point, since you have the FAMAS with that high fire rate.
For style.
Shade's still unconscious, unlikely to wake up at this point. Got Green 4 pushing up with one of their 240 Humvees as Op 4 is starting to mash just outside of this fob. And Shade was just double tapped. Guy Fieri coming around. He's going to run into Patriot in a second through the weed bushes here. Op 4 now starting to amass on the outside of the perimeter of the compound here. We're seeing grenades getting thrown. Patriot pushing Guy Fieri, takes him out. Maz firing over Patriot's shoulder and is able to get the kill. Falcon also showing up here. Didn't realize he was part of Green 4. He's on 3 kills. He took the MP7 and he's 3 kills up with it. Hot damn.
Hot damn.
Yeah, we need some 40-round magazines. Op 4 command. Schultz is over here. Popping GL's inside.
Just threw a satchel.
Ooh, that's going to be on top. That knocks out Revanche, but also knocks out quite a few Op 4 players as well.
And the barricade.
Actually blew up the, yeah. You got Professional Noob now watching the side here. That was his first kill to 240 Bravo. And he folds out only for Nebs to then pick him off.
Broken and Spiky just really suppressing this doorway through the smoke. Lots of grenades. That one might hit Waldo there. Yeah, those are friendly grenades, I think.
So Blue 4, they're doing their best. They got a pretty spaced out defensive line, but one good Green 4 play coming around. Look at what Maz is doing. He's going to climb over the perimeter wall by climbing on top of that spool. If he comes around, he can start picking off Op 4 guys on the side, get right behind the main line, and take people out. Schultz taking multiple shots from Green Shade. Again, Schultz is going to be vital here for helping push his forces to take the second sector. And I think he just died. Yeah, Green Shade got him.
I think Red 4, this is it. I think Red 4's, this is the point where Red 4's going to lose it.
Maz flanking around. Yeah, manages to get his magazine in, gets a kill. Green Thumb then getting taken out as Lurch and Falcon now pushing around. Green Thumb bitch slapping Lurch. And then Falcon bitch slapping Green. Domino to domino.
Just the
it's a good gun. That high fire rate, man.
High fire rate, very penetrating round, kind of like 5.7, where it's just very light, but that doesn't do a lot of damage.
I thought the MP7 was 5.7.
No, 5.7 is the 5.7 and the P90. The MP7 is 4.6 by.
That's
30,
it. Yeah, you're right. You're
like
right.
That, or 29, something like that.
Green Shade getting flanked and taken out by Waldo.
We're so close to greatness, Liru. We could have adopted the P90 and Stargate.
I know, right?
Real.
That reminds me, I might have another Stargate line of ops soon, but that'll probably not be till mid-April.
Ooh, got me interested. And Waldo is going to step right onto that frag. Actually stays up, but Chaos with a great throw. Second one going to bounce, and that time bounce over.
All right, Falcon's now aggressively pushing here. He's going to end up right in the middle of Op 4's line. He's trying to find a way to flank, but it's not going to do well for him. Broken, folding out, getting picked off by Wise as Geary comes around. Some exchanging fire as Cosmonaut tries to climb over the hilltop area. He just lost a battle buddy to his right as well. Cool Breeze and Anderson pushing up the left. But now they're in positions that they're walking right up to Op4's line, and Op4 might be able to suppress them. And
It's getting pretty tight here, honestly, for the defenders.
If Op4 is able to, though, they can knock all these people out, regroup, and then push on foot and take on Scandy on the hill.
Why? They don't need to. They just need to push southeast to the next.
Scandy's on the other objective. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, you good. Falcon is going to flank around on the eastern side, realizing that that area might be too hot. This might actually prove viable for him. Arkin's the only blue 4 guy remaining in this sector. He gets it with K. K gets the kill. That is sector 1 secured. They still got to find the cache, though. Or is this ad sector? Wait a minute. No, it's cache. Yeah, it's a destroy.
It is cache? Where's the cache?
That confused me then, because they said earlier about capturing zones, and I think that threw me off and made me think it was ad sector instead, so that's my bad, but...
I think Arcor was thrown off too. He must have been mistaken then.
Yeah.
There's the cache right at the building closest to the base of the tower.
Trooper, so thanks for the 36-month resub, my man. That gives you a golden Lance Corporal badge. Thank you so much for your support.
RPG.
Hope you can join the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Does not cook it.
Wow. He hit him with that corroded German AT.
Okay, might come in for a second one. But yeah, honestly, I take back what I
think it
said.
was a misspoke.
Like Red really took this base without taking too many casualties, and they still have a good 20 or so infantry.
Yeah, I mean, they lost all of Papega, though.
Yeah,
lost a good chunk of some other forces, though, but they still have a lot, but it's all just disorganized forces. So now they have to rally together and push to that other sector where they're going to be fighting against the tactical kings themselves, Scandy Recon. And we still have Falcon marauding around over here on 5 kills now, bandaging himself next to 2 Op4 dead bodies.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So they're clearing the demo site. A lot of the shots, you actually look, they're behind the cache on the right. So I guess people just can't hit the backside of a barn or something. I'm waiting to see if they're gonna
barn from the outside, or wait, no, at the side of a barn from the inside.
You got it eventually.
Yeah, you know, I'm tired. It's been a week.
There's the explosion going off, and there goes the cache. So cache cooking off will eventually fall through the map to indicate it is destroyed.
And so Falcon is now
there it goes.
A lone survivor.
So we have Jack around on the side with that PKT on the Humvee. No, it's a 240, my bad, but I mean similar weaponry, 7.62 by 51 would be the 240 Bravo.
Falcon
He's on 3 kills.
Smoke. You gotta try and run south.
Yep, he's gonna pull back from this AO. He doesn't want to try to kill everyone there. Surprising behavior from Falcon. I'd expect him to instead go offensive in a different direction. You got Pepit firing AT up at Green 4 Alpha 1. I think he was trying to hit the Humvee, but the round went over, unfortunately.
As far as Falcon, I think he realizes how many, or at least has an idea of how many Red 4 are here, and he knows not to trifle with that. So he's, he popped smoke and disengaged a little bit. But now
he just got shot at by Pepit.
Yeah, Pepit with some
He's got a marksman rifle and 3 kills. So
marksman rifle, RPG, like damn.
He's been looting.
And he's a medic. Or he's got a medic bag at least.
Yeah, he's not a medic though, because he doesn't have the medic symbolism. But let me check the other bodies. Yeah, so there's medic symbolism on other bodies. So he just basically Pepit was part of a bigger force under Alpha 1. So yeah, for whatever reason, they pushed all the way over here and just picked up some stuff along the way. Now here's the trick though. Can this force overpower Delta 1? I mean, that's only a small amount of dudes, and you got a few Green 4 guys there as well. This is pretty even. Can Scandy hold? But it's all open area around Scandy. I think Scandy might be able to hold unless, as I stated earlier, if Op4 saved a few of those HE RPG rounds, in which case I think they'll be able to bombard that position pretty well.
Very possible. I would also entirely expect for, I mean, if Red 4 kind of goes and follows the main road, heads southeast on the north side of the MSR, heading down that way, they really have decent terrain covered, good defilade up until about 150 meters away from from that base. So if they just travel along that MSR, you see how it dips down in that valley. If they stay low enough and keep that tower hidden, then they should be good to move up without a lot of fire being taken.
The only issue that we're going to have now is because these are all guys from different squads. Ground command is dead. A lot of leadership elements are dead. I see Ilbanek here, who's the leader of Delta 2, but he's the only... Oh, no, we got Korvac and Waldo also up, but, you know, Despo's up, but him and Timek are on a completely different angle. But, you know, players like an Alpha 1 don't have a radio. Delta 1's element doesn't have a radio, so... How are they going to coordinate the rest of this attack? Are they just going to follow the herd? I mean, we've already seen 4 people pushing off in a different direction, 4 people staying in the AO. I'm worried now that we're going to see just individual groups push up to the final AO and just get defeated in detail. You've already seen one group starting to get pinned by, you know, across the way on the ridge to the south. They're being fired at by a 240 Bravo on a Humvee. So,
yeah, Oddball is actually spotting for the machine gun. He was taking some decent return fire. And only a couple of those bullets need to get lucky, I think.
Pepet's now turned around. Still on only 3 kills, trying to get some upper elevated shots with that marksman rifle. I think that's what's throwing him off. Oddball just can't seem to land a headshot right now. Is that a GL round coming in? Oh, it's going to be really short. And it's a GL. My question is, when is Falcon going to make a move? If he's going to make a move, how effective is it going to be? How effective are these Green 4 picket lines we're seeing in between the objective and Op 4 going to be? And 18 minutes remaining in Blue 4's favor. That might actually just be enough to force Op 4 to rush in a bit more.
Yeah, Falcon's just laying low for now.
He's on 6 kills.
Red 4 is really passing him by. Let's see what he does.
Aw, it's a little heart of doom. I don't know. I just don't see how Op 4 can push through here because they're starting to go under individual groups here, trying to lethargically move into the AO, but with all the thin groups of Green 4 they're going to have to fight through, I feel like they're just going to continue to get bogged down, maybe make it to Blue 4's final area with 5 or 10 minutes remaining, but
yeah,
I just don't see it.
16 minutes on the clock, yeah, I'm sure.
Falcon going mobile.
If they're able to push, they're going to get pretty close, but they really need to double time.
Might run right into Crab.
Oh, hey,
Crab's got that PKM. And
Very
Crab
nice
gets
down.
smashed. So now it's just a matter of will Falcon follow the gunshots and try to get the rear on Op 4 lines? Can Op 4 smash through these small Green 4 picket lines? And can Scandi hold? At this point, I mean, looking at the remaining AT guys on the map, I only see 2 on the northernmost group that could have AT remaining, but no one else has it. So I doubt there's any HE shells, rockets remaining to hit Scandi Recon's position at the final objective. So I think we're just delaying the inevitable. Now we're just going to see some pretty nasty PvP at these picket lines. Yeah, Falcon can go nuts with that MP7. How you doing, Noobish? You did your best in the first AO, man, but that was a losing battle. But it's one of those win the battle, lose the battle, win the war type of scenarios. All right, so Eric just got a great pick off with a FAMAS. Jake was running down the hill, and he got sprayed down. Korvac, though, might make it up here. 15-minute warning called. Korvac also has an RPG on his back with no ammo, though. He's going to a walk now. Eric's not going to hear him coming. Oh, Eric might have just heard it. He quickly, yep, goes to the door. He heard him. Korvac now trying to fold around. Oh, Swallow throwing an explosive charge over. Korvac running dangerously close to it. Might not be close enough. Yep. If it was a satchel, that would have hurt. Eric over folding, but, I mean,
That
the
second
FAMAS
charge
sells
throwing
it
Eric to
all.
his knees.
Yeah. The FAMAS has an incredibly high fire rate. Swallow going around, killing K, throwing his body around. Again, these picket lines, if Op4 keeps sending forces up unsupported, are just going to constantly keep smashing any small groups coming in. But as I say that, I think Pepit just got a great double kill. Fucking Pepit. Holy crap.
Yep.
Just sniped both of them.
If only he had done that 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, right, to save his buddies. Otherwise,
Right.
Falcon, he has his binos out. I think he saw the skyline over the southwest. He's going to go hunt down those 4 players. But yeah, Green 4 is also folded in to hold the final objective from their picket line. Swallow waking back up. He's going to fold in probably Bandage, but you're going to have this final defense here with 14 minutes remaining. Op4 still very much broken apart. I think this is it. Shokaku, I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for the raid, my friend. What were you doing, if you don't mind me asking? I always like to greet the raiders that show up. All right, Ilbanek has found a transport truck. Now, is he going to charge in with his 3 here? Is he going to try to drive back and pick up additional forces? Probably just go right in for a charge, and then we'll see Iander just blow the truck up sky high, but... No, they got a little bit of defilade cover to work with here. I love how we still have these X-ray players getting shot at over here.
Yeah, they pop some smoke and try to push down, and they're doing a decent job of being the, well, exactly that, a distraction.
So, Timek's gotten 2 kills. I see Cullis dead in the base. So he might have been sniped earlier. So having Op4's sniper still up and getting headshots is a good thing to have. It's just in the chaos, can he continue to perform? As Op4 pushes in the rest of their forces from various angles. Also, Swallow just got taken out. Not by Pep at that time. I did see him shoot up in this direction, but Op4 was just pushing up. I think they took him out. That was either Catnip or Shrek that got the kill. It was Shrek that got the kill. He's got the 1 on his infantry counter. And then we still have Falcon following these 4 guys on the ridge. I'm not sure if he'll be able to catch up to him in time. They're just outpacing him. Op4 truck charge. Iander missed the AT shot.
Crucial
But
shot there, but
doesn't really matter because Op4 decided to dismount, and Ilbanek's trying to prep an M72 Law here. Oh dear.
it's
and-
one of the cars.
Yeah, he just tried to noob to Pertin or something, or maybe cause a cook-off there, but he himself
Something
gets
like
cooked
that.
off.
Yeah, he was trying to do something.
But, I mean, yeah, they didn't get anyone. They only did some damage to one of the cars, which is already clear that Green Force abandoned them. Nemesis coming up to make sure everyone's double tapped. So, 3 for naught. It's, yeah, not what Op4 wants to be doing right now, that's for sure. Falcon closing the distance. Knowing Falcon, he's taking stamina breaks as he moves so he can constantly sprint up. But let's see. We have, did Timek just get... Ooh, I think Timek died. Yeah, he got counter-sniped. So that's the sniper down. X-Ray's only down to
Nice.
1 guy. It's a group of 6 to the north, a group of 4 to the south. And then Blue 4 has, between Blue 4 and Green 4, the defenders got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 guys on defense in the sector with Falcon running around, marauding.
Cheese spotted out Depso there.
Yep.
He's just trying to crawl
He
out.
doesn't even know where to shoot. He's just firing in random directions. Might
Might
have an eye on Jack, actually. Managed to hit Jack in the arm. Return fire coming from Cheese there. As Dobbs is watching with his binos. Another slight thing I'm worried about is Pepit, but he's dropped his marksman rifle in favor of an M16A1 or whatever that is. Yeah, either an A4 or an M4. I didn't get a good look at it. Despo's doing a great job distracting this force here. Falcon within now 150 meters, and he's slowly checking everything. He's going to see them on the tail. He's sprinting up behind him. Oh,
yeah,
man.
This is going to be big if
Despo
Falcon
down.
can get these 4 guys.
Oh, yeah,
If it does that,
that's GG.
completely neuters Red 4's attack. This is the only chance they have. They got 4 people up here and 6 people down in the valley. This team up here is absolutely meant to just suppress the ever-loving shit out of the base.
Yeah, and distract them as that
push
6-man
up.
team
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
in. Yep, so now they're going to start shooting. This is going to give Falcon an opportunity to start using that suppressed gun. Also gives their position away to Falcon. Yeah, Falcon on 7 kills right now. He could make it 11. He could go double digits in the first round. Barbarian, I think we're about to witness a certified Falcon moment.
Very possible. He has eyes on Hudson. Goes for the spray on Hudson.
Gets him. Runs out of ammo, quickly ducks. I think Dot looked over and saw him.
Yep, Dot's looking over here.
Knocks Dot to his feet. Throws a long grenade. Goes prone to avoid the GL.
And now he's running away. Popping smoke on
Grenade
him.
knocks Dot out!
Fucking A, what a toss. And now Falcon running back with that smoke in his hands. I think he's out of MP7 ammo. No?
He might be down to partials, but I mean, there's plenty of guns on the floor by him. Meanwhile, Blue 4 and Green 4 are stopping the Northern Assault. It's now down to 4 people. 2 people dying to GLs. Falcon spraying at Eagle. Trying to go through the bush, unable to land the killing blow as Eagle went prone. I think all of those shots missed, actually. Falcon trying to get some elevation here. Trying to see if Eagle's going to move. Goes for a bandage instead. Yeah, if I was Falcon, I would move up the left flank, close the distance, get behind this large rock, and then start poking my head over. And that's exactly what he's going to go for. Pops a smoke grenade to his right to try to throw people off to make him think he's pushing right. However, the angle of the smoke might be able to key that off.
He's going to find Dot here.
Yeah.
Might go for the double tap, but I think he's going to try and conserve his ammo.
Yep. Doesn't want to give his position away either. Norris is overwatching that black smoke. He quickly checks right. Falcon, might have lost track of the bush.
Probably did.
They spot each other at the same time. Falcon gets it. 10 kills for Falcon. Dot hasn't bled out yet, but that's 9 in a knockout. 10.
Back.
And he immediately puts the gun on his back so he can triple time back around. Norris now running around. Oh my god. I told you this would be a certified Falcon moment. Norris is going to immediately push on the hill. Falcon's going to hear it.
Yeah, should hear those boots on stone.
Mm-hmm. Did Norris spot him?
Oh,
Yes! Norris got him! Oh! Falcon, you heard it too. You reacted, buddy.
You couldn't tell what direction it was coming from. You probably didn't think Norris was above him, but damn.
Let's be honest. It's 5v14 right now. It's GG.
Yeah, Falcon absolutely did his job, and he reduced that group to 1. And this group in the valley is down to 4, and they look really badly beat up.
Look, if you ever go double digits in FNF for kills, you've done your job. It doesn't matter what happens at that point. You've done your job.
Exactly.
If your team still loses, then they just drop the ball. Because getting 10 kills, I mean, that's just incredible. Oddball, I think, has sighted... He's gotten a kill, too, with his sniper. He might have sighted... Yep, so he's looking up at Norris's direction. Norris pulled back behind that rock. So if Oddball is just patient and tries to wait Norris out, he might be able to get a snipe here.
Rocket going out, but yep, well above him.
Yeah, Oddball now checking the ridge as Norris still staying behind that rock, hasn't poked over just yet. He's trying to be cautious about this one. Scouting what he can with his Vector 21 first. 5 minutes remaining. They're going to wait it out to time. Eventually, Op4 is going to do a 4-man charge right here. They're going to get cut down. It's just a stall for the clock, but Blue 4 and Green 4 are going to win either way. So, again, we're going to go 4 for 4 in defenders winning all the rounds tonight.
This one was close. This one was really close, I think.
Hey, Falcon. Falcon coming in saying, Arma sounds are a lie. The sound didn't go up. The footstep sounds for him didn't go up.
Yeah, they came from the terrain. The rock isn't part of the terrain, so oh, that sucks.
Oh, that's probably what it was then. So it was referencing the sound files on the 2D plane and not referencing them on the rock on the 3D plane. It was just mouching the ground. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
Falcon, you still went 10-1. But it was a good play. I love how GLs are just raining into this compound. 4 minutes. Technically,
So,
3 minutes 35. It's over. This is not the last round. We still have 2 additional after this.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, leave it for the first round to go for the entire time. None of the rounds in EU went the full time. One got close, but it wrapped up. But this one is definitely going to go to time.
Yeah, there's gonna be to time. Oh, looks like Oddball or Naps or someone spotted up Norris.
Are they
up here.
freaking charging? Yeah, Nems, they're I mean, you got 3 minutes left. Might as hell. The one risk is you all die. Norris then takes the truck, charges in, and kills everyone. Ooh, Oddball just shot him in the leg.
Oh, he's pushing down.
Norris going for it.
Tries to get Nemesis, but no, gets
Goes in
down.
a 2v1 and gets taken out.
Iander
2 more
busy
games
looking
tonight.
at the truck. Misses the opportunity to kill.
Two and a half minutes. I think Oddball ran out of sniper ammo, so now he's just up there with his pistol. Naps, meanwhile, just prone next to him.
See, most of the time, that's a sign of a bad sniper. But
Yeah.
an FNF, that's a sign of a good sniper if he gets all the way down to his pistol.
No, wait. So he gave his scope to Nafs
Ah.
because he's out of ammo. So now Nafs is up there trying to snipe. Damn,
now
thanks so much
Oddball's
for the
getting
Twitch
shot
Prime
at
sub.
trying to
I hope
climb
you keep
down the
enjoying the
ladder.
operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Comes Cats. Gonna try and get in there. They did lose another one in this group. So they're down to 3.
90 seconds. Cats gets killed because he tries to push in the open, but if anything, he's just preventing Op4 from pushing up. So, yeah, no. Now, I wonder if Nemesis is going to drive this truck up here. It's just down to Waldo and Catnip. Shrek got Shrek'd earlier. Missed that. Less than 1 minute remaining.
Yes. Knock down the wall. VDM.
Ah,
Waldo.
the Scandi Recon flag coming in. Grenades being thrown over the compound. Another grenade being thrown that lands in the compound. More grenades bouncing around in the compound. 30 seconds remaining. And Waldo just blew up the grenades.
Wow, that shrapnel. Pretty accurate, I guess.
It hit him while he was, yeah, it ricocheted into the building and got him. Damn.
It must have been, damn.
15 seconds. Nemesis is going to
Catnip.
probably get the kill. Catnip has surrendered. And they called it a few seconds early. Ends with a surrender. Interesting. Salutes. Crazy round there.
They didn't shoot him.
Well, I've noticed when it goes to, after it displays who wins, everyone gets set to invincible.
Ah, cringe.
Oh, man. I've been saying the attackers have not been having a good time tonight. Every single attacking side is lost.
Oh, Buzz Kata, but there's so many new maps. I haven't heard of any of these.
Oh, I thought I was going to say something. You're going to say some of these nuts. Okay. Got him.
Why would I do that? What do you think I am? Dream?
I had to relog on the server real quick. Knowing you and you're horny, anything's possible. Anyway, I'm going to quickly come back on the server.
Anything but me getting laid.
Hey, Barb.
Hi. Are you going to get me laid, Maz?
What?
Huh?
No?
Don't speak for him.
What did I just come into?
I'll pay out the prediction in a second. You know what? I don't know.
Me,
all right?
possibly.
What?
I was going to say, how you been, Barb? But, you know, I just feel really awkward now. I'm going to leave.
Bye, Maz.
Mission
Thank you for coming.
successful. Hey, hey.
Blue 4 and green 4 won, Don, excuse me. Trying to get the prediction paid out. Let's go ahead.
Let's give him a warm
Go
up,
through our
shall we?
intermission and then write up the new commands.
Have a good stream, Barb and Liru.
Thank you,
very much.
Maz. Alright, this is round 2 where Op 4 is attacking 3 Blue 4 terminal sites. Op 4 have a 10% numbers advantage. Wow, that is a lot. Okay.
Yeah?
4 MTLBs, KPTV, VOD, Nick, and 4 transport VOD Nicks, while Blue 4 has, they have to have some heavy armor too at that point. 2 M11, what are 1151s again? Yep, Humvees, alright. 2 M2 Humvees, which that M2 can penetrate all the vehicles that Op 4 is going to be fielding. Okay. 2 M249 Jeeps, a mortar, a sit-down M2, and transport. All right.
Hey, I'm gonna grab a snack and a drink, and I'll be right back.
Yep, have fun. Map is going to be Boss Kata. And let's change up the music. I'm debating with myself what I want right now. Let's do 2 Up. It's been a while since I played that one. That would be that. Turn that down slightly. Just some nice, happy, feel-good shit in the background. All right. So we're up to 100 players, so I'm going to go ahead and type 100 instead of 90. I've been finding that interesting. The first round hasn't been the most popular night. Usually it's the first round that has the most players in it, but it's the second rounds of the night that have been getting the most players. And the third round is where everyone drops off at that point. So a lot of armor here. Blue for the defending faction, they could use those 2 M2 Humvees to immediately counterattack wherever Op4 pushes from and try to eliminate as many MTLBs and transport Bodniks as possible. That would be their best bet for this mission, in my opinion. And then utilizing the mortar and then the Jeep Wranglers and the M2 low as just static defense on the actual terminal sites themselves for uplink. So we'll see how things go. War Sage, we'll see. It's not the biggest thing on my to-do list, you know? Anyway, Noobish Professor, thanks for dropping by. You probably already went to bed, and hope you had fun in FNF tonight.
No, that's Bloodwing. That's the biggest thing on your to-do list.
Funny. Don't mention that, 40. You might actually get jealous. All right, switching back to push to talk. Tabbing back in. We'll see how round 2 does. We'll see how things go. All right, let's not trash Barbarian, guys. Good God. I know y'all always like to trash my co-hosts, but please, have some mercy. That makes sense, Noobish. I've been calling you Noobish Professor. It's Noobish Professional because of the shorten, because of your Arma tag. I get it now. I'll make sure that's changed out. Because Professional Noob was unavailable on Twitch. Gotcha. Well, I mean, you're verified. So, I wonder if you could DM the Twitch gods and ask if you could change it officially. Since you have the verified check. That gives you a little bit of sway, you know? Just a little bit, though. You're Canadian, you have no idea what Mercy is.
In Liru's chat, I want a 3D model and money and
he says he can be whoever you want, not what do you want.
Oh. Can you be Roy Mercury?
Oh my god. No, we're not doing a gothic Lolita thing, alright?
Well, you aren't, but I sure am.
Round 1 was so good, okay? It had a nice absence of the horny. Can we keep it that way? Please?
FNF without horny is like the sun without shadows. They cannot
yeah,
exist
Noobish,
without each other.
they give me the same treatment, in all honesty. It's messy. The best you can do is keep trying, and then eventually someone might get back to you like 4 months later. I had a similar issue. I don't even remember for what. Yes. Way back when, back in like 2018.
It's not no more horny.
And it took me like 4 or 5 months to get it fixed. Stop it. Why are y'all saying too late? Come on, I'm the one that has to co-cast with this. Please. Please, have mercy for me at least. Ay, ay, ay. Falcon says he needs a hug. Dude, he went 10-1. He doesn't need a damn hug. He needs more ammo. Why does he need a hug? Who did he get grouped with? Where'd Barb go? He's in the horny corner. Pierce? Oh. Yeah, he needs a hug.
I'm still here, War Sage. Don't worry.
Falcon saying he needs a hug because he got grouped with Pierce. Those two butt heads on everything. Oh, boy.
Buttheads.
Oh, my freaking God. Enable the bonk reward? Yeah. Yeah, I think we need that.
But yeah.
I'm getting the
Poor
bonk out.
So soon?
Yep. Better late than never. The bonk is out. Every time he says something horny, bonk him.
It's so big.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Righto, Noobish. Hope to see you next week.
Apparently, horny toads are actually a species of lizard.
Of course they are. All right, round has started. Do you want to read the brief or should I?
I'll read the brief.
Read the damn brief.
Brief background: Russian Marines launch conduct an amphibious landing on a Greek island. Notes: defenders have the option to teleport between the uplink terminals or drive transports. You should probably let Bloodwing know. She might have some contacts that she can get some warning out to.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, that's it. Defenders have the option to teleport between the uplink terminals or drive transports. Yeah.
Yep.
3 terminals, hack time of 90 seconds.
Yep. For this
view
type of
distance
uplink,
1
it's if Blue 4 interrupts the timer, it's paused, not reset. Reset is when you do rush. Just making that clarification out there. It's a lot of bonks. Good God. All right, maximum view distance is a click. No magnified optics, no NVGs. Defenders only get 60 out of their normal 125 fortify points, so they aren't allowed a lot of built-in fortifications. Mat weapons, it's 2 AT per everything, so every squad gets 4 AT. Excuse me, every squad gets 8 AT. Every team gets 4 AT because it's 2 teams per squad. And each team has the gunner and the assistant gunner. Blue
team
4.
Meaning side, not fire team. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. So Greek forces, just to go through the list, you got platoon lead, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman, assistant, grenadier, IR, which is the IR rounds for Hunt IR. It's basically a grenadier round you fire in the air, turns to a camera, has a parachute. You can access it with the terminal. It's a scouting item. Machine gunner assistant, combat engineer that can throw satchels and shit. Light anti-tank, medium anti-tank 1 and 2, and their assistants. Recon infantry, and then the suppressed recon infantry, which get the special weapons. DMR, that appears to be an M4 HK416. So I guess they're just going to put a scope on it. We'll look at that for Blue 4.
Yeah.
Sniper, we'll look at their weapon in a second. Then crew leader, crewmen, pilots, medics, and then the base kit. Loadouts for the Greek forces on Blue 4 are going to be L1A1s and HK416. So I'd imagine the marksman's going to get a scoped HK416. Glocks is the secondary with 17 rounds, which is a pretty nice secondary to switch to if you need to. Then mini-me's and mags, 249s, 240 Bravos, equivalent. M72 laws for the light anti-tank, M2010 sniper for the recon sniper, and then a choice of the Mark 14 suppressed or the MP7 suppressed. And then crew can get the MP7 or the HK416.
Well, 11 months less than 3.
Very nice. Very nice.
CSW-wise, Charlie gets access to the M2. It's going to be a low tripod, so when you sit down with, and Alpha gets a mortar. Assets here, we've got 2 M2 Humvees with the up-armored shield plating, 8 100-round boxes, so a lot of room to intercept and eliminate vehicles with that armor defeating ammo. 2 Jeeps with 3 200-round 5.56 builds, so they basically have a mini-me on top. Those are Vanilla Vics. And then 8 transport trucks. Op 4, meanwhile, going to be given Marine kits, which I believe are VMF.
I believe so.
But otherwise, their loadouts are going to consist of AK-74s, the MP-443, the RPK, PKP for the machine guns, RPG-26 for the light anti-tank, T-5000 for the sniper, a choice between the AKS with 40 round magazines. I'm thinking of something else. 45 round magazines for the AKS, which is similar to what the RPK would have, or an ASVAL. And then the crew and aviation, I get the PP-2000 submachine gun or an AKS. Nothing for their crew served weapons. Assets, they get 4 PKT MTLBs, a lot of ammo, 100 rounds, 20 mags total. It's a lot to work with.
2,000 rounds, yeah. It's a lot.
KPTV, 10 mags of 50 rounds each, so 500 rounds of that, and then 8 mags of 250 rounds apiece of 7.62x54, so a lot of ammo per box there. And then they have a 5th transport Vodnik. The roster set 4, but apparently they get a 5th. These can carry 11 people total, so pretty much a full squad back to back. And also Op 4's marksman weapons, more than likely going to be an SVD, but I'll look at Blue Force stuff in a second. Starting with our attackers, we have Despo commanding. Now, just word of mouth. What's happened today so far is the attackers have not won a match yet. The defenders have won back-to-back-to-back. So we'll probably see that streak continue tonight because I just feel like we are. So keep that in mind when you're making your bets. But Despo leading with Timek and Sushi being within the platoon HQ. Timek being the 2AC, Sushi being the platoon medic, Ash being the team lead. For X-Ray, we got Chaos as the medic, Banks taking the T-5000, Swola taking a suppressed AKS, and Arcane also taking the suppressed AKS. You can see those 45-round magazines in those guns. Darik is going to be leading Alpha HQ. He's had Alpha 1 and 2 stay separate. Alpha 1 being led by Anderson with Wheaton, Martin, Arcor, Cosmonaut, Miller, and Maverick together. Alpha 2 has Bridges, N1, Warwick, Cool Breeze, Naders, and Fist together. Bravo has merged everyone under Bravo 1 with Maz leading, followed by Iander with the AT, because of course, Purton, Nafs, Katz, Dobbs, Dogbert, Whiplash, Dino, Almtree, and Badricky all together under Bravo 1. Charlie HQ has Nielsen leading 2 teams of Charlie. Charlie 1 being led by Montgomery, with Drake, Hudson, Herb, Sablon, Eagle, and Shine. And then Charlie 2 being led by Dot with Norris with the PKP. That is noteworthy. Every time he takes a PKP, he does very, very well with it. So we'll see what he's able to execute today. But he's got Scholand, Cholt, and McKee with him. And then Delta has merged everyone under Vagrant with Jack, Tenderbaner, Lurch, Oddball, Ace, Green Shade, K, Steve, and Pepit. So pretty good roster there overall. We see that the AO is going to focus on the southern side of the map with the landing within about a click and a half of Blue 4 territory. So a big possibility for counter rush plays. Otherwise, looking over at Blue 4's roster here, we also have some dynamic artillery going on in the open areas. Vehicles have to be careful because they can still take damage, but no one in Blue 4 will die because it is still safe start. But again, vehicle damage is a big worry. Pierce is going to be commanding. Pierce is a bit of a wild card. He usually performs really well. He's one of the top commanders within FNF, but once in a while he pulls a really weird plan and it mostly falls apart, but once in a while it perfectly counters the enemy because it just has to once in a blue moon. Tilster being the medic for him, Spiky RP leading X-Ray, Tiger being the medic, Sam taking a suppressed MP7, Lolo taking the sniper rifle, Falcon taking another suppressed MP7. He wants to rock that forward. He got 10 kills last time. Let's see if he can get some more. And Falcon just went...
He flew.
Like a hawk.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. Revanche being one of the members in there. Waldo being the team lead for Alpha HQ. He's got Rave Master and Zeist with him, which as 2 individual units. Oh, they're that way because they're going to take the mortar. And then Alpha
Should be
1.
Sergeant Waldo at that point.
Yeah, right? Catnip, I guess, is going to lead as the machine gunner with the Mini-Me with Nebs. I'm looking at these guys' kits. Shrek. Just going to zoom in real quick. Yeah, so Shrek has a 416. He has an ACOG on it. So,
interesting.
Look at actually Shrek and Jacob. They're climbing up to use a tree as a little sniper nest. Quite interesting there.
It works. Very Greek of them.
And Toast is also going to be in that group. He's on the checkpoint as a medic. Chadwick leading Bravo 1 with Rustwise, Blam, and Crab Norshed over in that section. Charlie is going to be 2 different team leads, but no squad. He's going to have Shade, Flux, Michael, Guy Fieri, Mags, Armin Jesus, and Bayant. And Charlie HQ. Charlie 2 is going to have Sideways, Coda, Coop, Kane, Grab, Fred, and Chow. Delta 1 is going to have Korvac with Korvac leading, with Olaf leading Delta 1 with Patriot, Gary, Green Thumb, Loki, and Artisan. G1 is going to be the first Humvee with an M2, it's going to be G-Legs and Ilvanek, and the second one's going to be Azuki and Saddam from 1RW. I mean, Papega on the defense with a big roster, considering the fact that Op4 has, or excuse me, the attacking faction has lost every single time tonight, which is pretty significant. We got 3 defensive terminals with massive amounts of open area all around them. I'm just feeling that defender advantage continue to overpower. And then, you know, heavy hitters like Falcon from the last round. Papega's been doing really well tonight as well. Could go either way. I think the critical thing we're going to see, though, especially since Blue 4 know where Op 4 is going to attack from, and Op 4 is going to be very heavy with their vehicles, we're going to see the 2 M2 Humvees, or at least one of them, counter-attack in the beginning and try to counter-rush Op 4's movements to try to get some pickoffs on the vehicles. They'd be crazy not to do it because all of Op 4's vehicles are very slow and not too maneuverable. The Vodniks, the MTLBs, it would be a perfect strategy to do. And with 2 M2 Humvees, that's a lot more ground they can cover. So
I think
they'd be crazy not to try that. Go ahead.
No, I think you're absolutely right. But one thing with the setup for Red 4, it's really throwing me off. It's a very super unrealistic setup. They have an aircraft carrier offshore. That should be impossible, as the Kuznetsov can't seem to get out of the Baltic Sea, much less travel any reasonable amount of distance. So I'm really taken out by this. So
are you sure? It's an American flag on it, though. So, you know, it's actually the Americans just wishing the Soviets farewell. Because the Greeks defaulted on their loans to American banks. There you go.
Right.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
NAFS is...
NAFS is gone?
What the fuck?
Do I want to know?
I think they did the teleport thing in NAFS. So he was under a boat, and then he just disappeared, and now he's next to ground commands.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, then.
Sounds American, all right.
Right. Well, taking a look at the sectors now.
I got nothing. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Terminal 1 in the center. Got a nice checkpoint and a crossroads. Pretty actually defensible position. You can see pretty well in most directions. East is going to be
got some good
a little
Overwatch.
tight. And some Overwatch. Don't really have anything looking over this, until you get to the stone quarry. Good setup over there on that ridge, but that checkpoint that they have pre-built is pretty decent. So that should be a good, naturally defensible position. The terminal itself is going to be in one of these back watchtowers. And so, yeah, Red 4 need to come and find that and activate that by holding spacebar. So,
Or enter or middle mouse button.
all those work too? Yeah. Interesting. Terminal 2 down the south looks to be one that is being abandoned. It's actually, again, a decent sized fob. I would think to hold this rather than the checkpoint, but that's just me. I'll take a look at Terminal 3 and what makes them want to decide to hold that one over this one. But Terminal 2, yeah, had some decent overwatches where everyone spawned, so there's some extra vehicles here that haven't been taken. But yeah, looks to be the one that they are abandoning, which isn't too uncommon of a strategy.
Yeah, when we have less players on, because I think we only have about 100 right now compared to the 124 we could get at max. Usually for a 3 objective like this, see the defenders abandon 1 and prefer to defend 2 others because splitting your forces between 3 objectives splits them thinner than only splitting them between 2. But I am in the same boat as you. I think Terminal 3 should be dropped because Terminal 2 has a much better perimeter defense and overwatch of open areas here.
Plus,
compared to
closer to Terminal 2, I think.
Yeah.
It's close, but I think they are closer together. At the very least, they can overwatch each other, I think, better than the than 2 and 3. Or 1 and 3, rather.
I don't know. I guess they want to really rely on these towers, but the towers, you can't really see stuff that's like right below you as well, let alone shoot at it. So it's a bit of a weird choice, but I can see why. They see Terminal 3, they see these overwatch positions, they see this nice perimeter wall. I understand in some
But
degree.
this perimeter wall can also be
Knocked down or
detonated,
destroyed
yeah.
with explosives, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's their choice. We'll see how it fares. Falcon is still trying to break the Arma engine as fast and as hard as possible.
Yeah, and then Terminal 3 have the big weakness of you don't have any defensive lines watching down the northern open areas. Like, it's all a ridge. You've got the northeastern thing. You got a ridge right there to cover anything coming up. You have some dips in the hills that the enemy can use as defilade cover. I really don't like it, but if you look at Terminal 2, you literally have perimeter security.
Sorry.
What did Falcon do?
He was flying around
he has
and he ran
everything.
in front of the truck that Lolo's driving, got ran over.
Nice. He's apparently recording right now, so
God help us.
I don't know.
But yeah, Terminal 3,
Exactly,
it looks like they're
Night
actually
Storm.
packing up and leaving here, so they might be returning to Terminal 2. We'll see what they do, but they don't have much time to set up. Only 40 more seconds until the round starts, and we are alive. Now, it is going to take some time for Red 4 to get moving, so I expect contact within another 10 or so.
Look at all the trucks Blue 4's lining up. They might go for a counterattack.
They're definitely doing a kind of forward push.
Pierce is doing a crazy plan.
I can see some defensive positions,
God.
like past the quarry. We see marker 103 in the north. You have the quarry in the middle, and then that extra ridge in the south from marker 132 to 124. But yeah, those positions are so far out that it's like, I mean, are they really doing all eggs in one basket in Terminal 1?
We'll see where he decides to set up his defense lines. And I think it could work based off of how slow Op4 is going to be to come in, but he's going to need to cast a really wide net here.
Such a weird play. Looks like
Okay,
a
so
lot.
Op4 is focusing mostly on a northern-based convoy. This M2 Humvee, though, if it drives all the way around, the next place for it to go would be up that MSR, so if it attacks the rear of this convoy... Ooh.
And well, they're not going to hear that MCOB over the sound of their own vehicle, but this is Greg Legs we're talking about.
I think he'd be smart enough to then check the left side of the MSR. But we also have quite a few guys staying back at spawn, so
He
either
definitely doesn't
way...
see anything to his north. I think he's going to turn south. Yeah, he's going to turn south and loop through the spawn, so he might catch command, might catch Red 4 X-ray.
He might catch the KPTV Humvee, which is his only threat, in all honesty. The gun is focusing on the road, though.
Is it a Humvee or a Vodnik?
It's a KPTV Vodnik, my bad.
Oh,
Here's the Humvee!
And he can't get it. Greg Legs, they're both turning their turrets. Greg Legs can't get a clean shot in the Vodnik. Swollen the KP, and the MTLV turns around and tries to get him. Greg Legs is taking some hits, but he ducks down, aiming up to stick his head down into the cover, and that's the power of that armored up Humvee. Both of them are still alive, but they are absolutely going to be pursued here. Looks like in the north, that convoy has been spotted by northern recon groups. You see Green Thumb, Artisan, and that team looking north. So that convoy has been spotted. And then, well, this Wild Weasel run has revealed the rest of the garrison who's still at base. So these Blue 4 teams that are moving up, I mean, they need to move fast, but they should be able to cut off command and X-ray here. They just need to move.
Pierce has completely deployed his troops in he's doing another weird formation. But Op4, I mean, they're doing a weird plan themselves, to be honest, but I think Pierce is going to find that a lot of his forces are going to be completely out of position. That M2 had a good opportunity. It tried its best. It just wasn't able to land the shots up when it came to. And the other Humvee is just being kept on reserve, which I think is also a miscall. But look at all the Blue 4 guys completely away from the terminal, and look at where Op4 is now deploying their forces around. Op4 could rush and actually do really well on that rush. It's just, do they want to take the risk? And with Pierce, it's a 50-50. in my opinion. It's a 50-50 of he'll either be very conservative with his defenses and he'll be able to defeat a rush, or he'll put forces out really far in really weird niche places, and a rush is absolutely how you beat him.
Yeah. No, I think, I mean, again, that Red 4 team, the whole maneuver has been spotted by Blue 4 X-Ray and Blue 4 Delta, and now they've moved down into a much closer position as Platoon is driving by on the road.
Yep.
Could see AT from Delta try and reach out and touch him.
Nah, they're
But I don't-
target fixated on the MTLB up to their north, so they're not going to spot
Yeah,
that
that's
VOD.
also understandable.
M2 Humvee's now coming around down the MSR. It might catch these other MTLBs. Ooh, gun is not facing the right way. He's gonna get a surprise. He stops.
Guns down the turret. Doesn't seem to have killed the gunner.
Is that 50 not penetrating?
It should have. I mean, it's not like the fucking MTLBs can do anything to him.
So the only thing those PKTs can do is shoot out the glass, but it's up armored. But that M2 was not penetrating into the Vic.
I have no idea how.
So now you got MTLBs chasing a Humvee down. I've never seen this before.
I think, yeah, so the turret, the gunner isn't actually seated in that turret, so Greg, I think, made a bit of a miscalculation there. I mean, not wrong for assuming, but still. And he's about to fire back at Chaos.
I never thought I'd see the day where up-armored vehicles with 50 cals with the mobility would be chased down and hunted by tracked MTLBs with PKTs. And the
Hey.
Humvee would actually think it was threatened.
Anything is possible. Well, apparently he's threatened because he can't penetrate that armor.
Apparently. Now, Op4 has a 3-pronged attack on the northern side of Terminal 3. And they've got a southern group. I don't know if they're trying to bypass or what, but look at where Blue 4's... What are they counterattacking Op4's spawn? Like, what? What
I think
is
that's
this?
what they were trying to do, but they had the recon and the information. I don't know why it didn't get passed along. That, like, everything is gone from their spawn. Either that or
I
they
don't
think
know.
that there might be a southern prong, which there is. They just completely missed them.
I just got told that the third Saturday op for tomorrow, I'm actually not allowed to stream it. It's a private
And now
event.
this big Red 4 group on the north, I mean, we have Blue 4 X-Ray who fell back into Terminal 3
Aw.
and have a position up here watching over the north, but they're already getting way too close for this team to look over the hill.
The KPTV Humvee just killed everything.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Yeah, the KPVT, that
14.5 millimeter. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Blue 4 is counterattacking up for spawn.
which was great, you know, maybe 5 minutes ago. That'd be a good idea. That's what that one Humvee did. But now that it's been 7 minutes into the round, yeah, no one's there anymore. And here's Chaos. He's driving right up to Delta's position. They've been caught out by Red 4 X-Ray.
Where's the AT? There's Patriot.
He's got the Carl Gustav. Green Thumb's in his way. He's about to kill Green Thumb if he hits this rocket. No, apparently not.
You're not friendly.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Neither are you.
All right. That's one way to take out an MTLB and its crew. Are you sure these aren't bots?
What's Gary shooting at?
I
Green
think
Thumb's
he's
on
shooting at
fire. Gary's dead.
Solo woke back up for a second.
Yeah, he's on pain knocked, but Blue 4's pulled away from Terminal 2 as Op 4 now mounts an offensive. Op 4 is going to get that small force on excuse me, they pulled away from Terminal 3. Op 4 is going to be able to get this force down, take Terminal 2, and Blue 4 has so many forces out of position, they're going to have to panically set up a defense on Terminal 1. But I don't think there's enough room for them to fit everyone. I'm so confused. This is a classic Pierce op. It's
and we're having friendly fire. Alpha is firing onto Falcon's truck, and I think killed Spiky. No, Spiky's still alive. Never mind.
Sam's dead.
Falcon and Spiky are both dead. They got friendly fired by Blue 4 Alpha. Specifically, I'm pretty sure Waldo, who, yeah, is Alpha lead.
Alpha, yeah, he's on -1 kill for the vehicle.
Amazing. And
I'm waiting to see Falcon run into my chat and start complaining.
Yep.
Get
those hydrates going because Falcon's bringing the salt.
What is this round?
Didn't Falcon say, wait, I got the MP7, everything's good now?
Yeah, but he's only allowed to use it against his enemies, not the friendlies, so that's what screwed him.
You can't frag command. No, Red 4 I really think Red 4 has this. Blue 4 is still going through their spawn. I'm sure Pierce was like,
why?
Okay, it's been 7 minutes, and now it's been almost 10 minutes. But yeah, drive through their base. Just make sure no one is still there, even though someone already did that. And they're hiding their vehicles too. Flux parked his Jeep inside of a garage.
Why? What is? I want Falcon to come into my chat and explain to me what Blue Force plan is, because this is.
I don't know if there was one.
There was clearly a plan that they're executing here.
Good.
Yeah, Falcon. What was Pierce's plan? Before you rage. I know pressing them is hard. I know, but what was Pierce's plan? Because I'm trying to make heads and tails of this. Okay. Yeah, 1 second.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him the password to the channel so he can come up and explain it. Do you mind?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure to spell it out for chat. Terminal 3 hack has started. I think it was either Vagrant or Kabubi Face. Yeah, the plan is if we have no idea what we're doing, the enemy won't know either.
Yeah. Okay, hold up. He's muted for me. All right, go.
You give me a second.
I want to hear this because this is so confusing.
It was confusing for me at the start as well. So for some reason, immediately Pierce wanted to assault.
Yep.
The assault. I don't know why. I literally said to Spiky, what I would want to do as a recon unit is I would want to recon the north because that would be the best spot to push in from the north, or recon the south because if they pushed in from the south, which I mean, if you look right there,
they've done both. They did both.
Yes, and so Spiky did that because she put her foot down with Pierce. I still followed with Pierce just because, you know, unhappy Pierce is a 6-shooter to the head. Trust me, it sucks. But yeah, essentially I can screen share you on Discord how it looks right now, but it's essentially Bravo was supposed to assault down the middle. Charlie and Alpha were supposed to assault through the south, and Delta and X-Ray were supposed to assault through the north.
Oh, so just full-on counterattack. No
Garrison. No garrison.
Yeah. That's what I thought at first. But then there were some people who stayed behind, you know, kind of like smart.
Yeah, Terminal 1's defense stayed, but then they killed you, so...
Yeah, I was just like, all right, we're just going to fall back to Terminal 1 and just help them defend. And I was just like, we're getting shot at. What the hell are we getting shot at from? And I look on the map and I'm like, there's only friendlies here. And like, I drove off the road and I was just like, wait, there's only friendlies here. I turn around and they start shooting at us. And they come out of the car and I'm just staring at them, waving my arm. And the car blew up,
and they hit you with a GL.
Yeah, car blew up, killed all 3 of us. I was like, well...
No, technically the car blowing up only killed 2 of you.
Blue 4 is dismounting to counterattack the northern hill as up. Why?
I don't know. It's
why don't you just go to your objectives?
No one at Alpha in the center is even looking to the south.
What is this?
Mortar is going off to the north, and I'm pretty sure it might be on target. It's definitely going fucking over, though. It's going way over. What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, the mortar is way off. That's landing like almost at the border of the map.
I've said it once there, and I'll say it again. How to counter Falcon? Friendly fire. Ta-da!
Yeah, that mortar just landed about 700 meters north of friendly positions.
Where's the mortar?
It's on command's
This
position.
is going to be over in 10 minutes.
Thank God.
Like, so Blue 4 is trying to push the tail of Op 4's line, which they'll probably catch it, but Op 4 has 2 full squads about to hit Terminal 1. Terminal 2 is about to be taken by Bravo, and then they'll push in. And that many forces, even though it's all open terrain, is going to completely overwhelm the remaining Blue 4 here.
The first map where we had a bunch of different elements from different directions assaulting a central point, but that point in first round had a big ass fucking battle tower and had a lot more people who had brains.
Yes, Falcon is used to being friendly fired. he can say that. Plus, yeah, they are a new community, so we don't really fault them. I'm more pissed at Pierce right now for this dog shit plan.
We'll give our usual disclaimer. We have the benefit of seeing everything happening in real time. Fog of War is not a thing to our perspective.
Well, except for friendlies, you can just open the map and see all your friendlies' positions instantaneously.
But even then, Fog of War is still very much a thing. You may not know what's going on the other side of the map, even though you see friendly positions.
Here, so actually, these Vodniks, real quick, they're coming around to hit Bravo, Terminal 2. They could pick up the remains of Bravo and then just push them into Terminal 1 as this large squad pushes. This is going to be over in, 8 minutes now.
That
I'm calling it.
already has infantry, but it could definitely do
It can ferry people.
Yeah.
Oh, this is disgusting. So I agree. The best defense is a good offense, but you have to find where the enemy's going first.
We're seeing more friendly fire from Alpha somehow. They're shooting over the heads of all the enemy infantry and are aiming at King.
Look at Shrek, the marksman. Under him, he has an entire Op 4 force. I'm waiting to see. Miller just slowly looks up. Get the headshot, Miller. Get it. Take him out.
Please.
There it is. Oh my God, and he's still stuck up there.
The trees. They're in
my
the fucking
God.
trees.
What?
Man died to a bro moment. Look at him.
That do be a bro moment.
His wrist is broken. Ow.
POV strongest Greek defender.
They're still popping him in the head to make sure. I want to see if someone takes the marksman rifle, though. They're trying to climb up here, but now they're falling off.
Oh, it's not a marksman rifle. It's an HK with a long sight.
Well, yeah, that's their marksman weapon.
The marksman.
For Blue 4.
Hey,
so Op
Greek
4, the
project
tail
guys.
has now turned around to halt the Blue 4 counterattack to buy time for the other 2 flanks to attack.
Which is exactly what they should do.
Fred is now getting in a truck to potentially...
Well, how is Chow down there?
Are they... What are they doing?
They're probably going to go back to Terminal 1 or whatever Terminal 2.
There's Terminal 2. No, don't leave with the truck. Don't leave with the truck. Just at least hold Terminal 1. You're not going to make that in 90 seconds.
Not only that, but you're leaving Catnip, Nebs, and Waldo to their fate as they hide in the same watchtower. Only other one here is Zeus, and he's being suppressed as well.
I'd also like to point out, most of Blue Force forces are still to the north.
Yeah, they're still to the north. The tail, I said, they probably catch up with the tail force. And Chow just ran up and double tapped an Op 4 dude.
Oh, and the truck blew up.
And the truck
just got sniped.
They got sniped by the fucking rocket.
Yander.
Oh
Where
my
is he?
fucking God.
There he is. Yeah, is he Yander?
Yep.
Yeah, with a truck kill.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, his RPG-32. His trucky.
Oh, surprise.
POV, smartest Greek defenders.
Martin
Okay.
Revanche.
I believe in Waldo. He may have two friendly kills.
Where is he?
A friendly Vic kill. He's in the Terminal 1.
Thank you.
Yeah, right, Noobish?
That man might die by barbed wire. Oh no.
I just want to see a vehicle rush in, a full dismount actually work because Blue Force stretched thin at this point, and I just want this round to end.
It could if. Where's that Vodnik?
Yeah, Terminal 2 complete. Excuse me.
Hey, if Charlie 1 rushes in, that's game for Terminal 1.
Like, I don't like talking shit, but this was the dumbest plan I've seen Boo4 do in a while. But it's, again, I
This was
state this
something
all the
else.
time I see a Pierce command. Usually, he makes really good plans. He's one of the top defenders in FNF. Once in a blue moon, he makes an absolute dog shit plan. Which I don't fault him for experimenting, because once in a blue moon on top of that blue moon of the dog shit plan, that plan beautifully counters what his opponent does in just the most weird, spectacular fashion you can think of, whatever.
It's
But-
all or nothing for him. It's all eggs in one basket.
How about
for
Cool
those
Breeze?
kind of plans.
There's a Humvee next to Cool Breeze, and that Humvee's
Oh,
about to
yeah.
start shooting at him.
Yep. There's well, I was gonna say there's some kills, but they've
Oh, there goes Warwick's
there's
face. If only he had some sort of AT weapon. I say as I stare at his body, and he has an LAT weapon. The gunner just got out of the Humvee, only to get run over by his Humvee.
Oh no.
Tactical dismount, Liru. Tactical dismount.
And the gunner is dead.
I
Cheese
can't.
was like the medic in there.
can't do this.
Yeah, he was a medic riding shotgun. He got out and ran over immediately.
I
And he
can't
wakes back
do
up.
this. Ah.
Okay, Cheese has an MP7. He can win this entire. Oh no, he has an L1A1. I lied, and he's dead.
There's not even that many skulls on either side. Like, I want to say 20 to 30% of either side have been taken
my God,
out.
Look at this charge in the south. It's a sea of red.
Oh, God. Revanche doing his best. Martin now pushing him. And Revanche is dead.
It's game. All the squad leaders are popping their GL smokes. You won't be able to see anything by the time they get up close to you.
Oh,
Look at this map. Look at it on the map. Look at this massive freaking Op 4 battle line charge.
It's a full like crescent from the
Holy
western side.
shit.
And
I mean, hey,
point out,
credit to
What
Pierce.
is
He's
this?
the only one who could have made something like this possible.
That's mean, and I love it.
and to point
Fucking
out,
Despo's dead, by the way. He was part of the tail team. He also lost Timex, so Op 4 is just doing this out of instinct. No one's coordinating. It's just mindless infantry monkey charge at this point.
Coordination? What's that?
actually no, you have a second MRB on Op 4 who, when command does go down, they do take.
They do take
command.
over. So yeah, it's Dreek then barking orders here, and yeah, just
It's a mixture of Dreek, Anderson, Maz, Bridges. They're all coordinating together because all the squad leads are alive for all the squads.
oh god.
Blue 4 Delta is flanking in an MTLB. No need to fear.
Oh God.
With 6 people.
So they better get there within
Freaking
90
Delta
seconds.
HQ.
That's okay. Platoon HQ. Go, Pierce. Let's see what you got.
There's the hack. 90 seconds.
Pierce is stuck in a bush.
Satchel!
That took out a few of them.
Oof. That was a good satchel. Who
That was a
did
good satchel, but
That was a timed or a clacker. That was not a thrown one.
Oh, Naps is flanking out outside the smoke. This is something I would do. Going into the
so
smoke.
Jacob is the explosive specialist. He's on
Slaughter
2
goes
kills
down.
right now, so he probably got that. Hack
Zeus
paused
is
by
trying-
Nebs. Paused on a minute. Wheaton then comes up, finishes it, and then somehow dies.
Swan dive.
Oh, and Zeus goes down.
1 minute remaining. Someone has to run in and reinitialize it. Can it be Hudson? Please, Hudson. Touch the terminal, Hudson.
The MTLB somehow made it. What?
Hudson, the terminal.
Well,
And that, yeah, that
made
pause
it.
gave it enough time for the MTLB and a freaking M2 Humvee to come in.
Well, don't worry. It just dropped off Flux. It just dropped off Freddy Fazbear into the AO.
Oh, God.
Flux and Bay are pushed down on foot. Here comes the MCLB charging through the smoke. I hope it doesn't hit the Humvee. I hope it doesn't hit the Humvee. I hope it doesn't hit the Humvee.
What is this? What? Grenade just blew up the MTLB. Everyone's on fire. Everyone's on fire. Oh! Explosive goes off on the left. Who designed this Michael Bay bullshit?
Bay goes down. Don't worry, Saddam is still alive.
Saddam, get him with your chemical weapons.
I get a message from Lola. Well, this was stupid. in quotes. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
God.
Oh, it's okay. Army
Pierce! Pierce! Fix your plant too late!
Pierce.
And he just falls over.
I'm gonna leave.
Saddam! Saddam's back! Saddam's shot by Burton and then Burton blows up! That was a dumb round.
I'm gonna see y'all for round 3.
That was genuinely.
know.
I'm gonna see the bottom of a bottle here in a second.
I've already gone through 3, except they're not bottles.
That was one of the dumbest rounds I've seen in a very hot second.
Horrible. Pour one out for each other.
I can't even. I can't even. I can only odd.
I'm gonna go say I can only.
To quote Miji, I regret my compliments of Blue 4.
I'm gonna go suffer. I'll see y'all later.
What? You gonna go rewatch this back? Cause that was suffering, dude.
I already know what was gonna happen because I called it out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go now.
Christ alive.
Oh. I can't. Going to voice acty. I played some happy campy music for that. I instantly regret it. Like, good freaking god. Going to battle Sajuk for this one. Map is Takistan. See, here's the thing that bugs me the most. If Pierce aggressively used his two M2 Humvees that last round, he might have actually been able to pin that Red 4 convoy and then encircle it and destroy it. But he kept one of them in reserve.
Yep.
If he worked with the other, because the other M2 Humvee was able to get up there, it just took the wrong turn. But if they were able to coordinate with each other, he could have actually boxed the convoy in there and actually gone out and aggressively taken it out. That, I think, was his only mistake.
I want to hop down to hear the debrief from the last one because it looks like it's getting spicy.
Revenge saying the plan was to let the enemy have all the objectives, then we attack them so they will be surrounded. Oh my god. Oh. Like, again, I could see it working because, as I said, once in a blue moon, those plans
Deny the
execute
enemy of
perfectly.
respawn. Become the attackers.
Oh. Just Uno reverse card that or something. I don't know.
Again, it's exactly that. It could have worked if he had sent both the Humvees instead of just one, and they could have supported each other when they killed those two MTLBs, and then taken two MTLBs and the KPVT Vodnik out of action. If they had capped the people in the KPVT Vodnik, they could have stolen that too and used that against all the other vehicles. There's so much potential that was there, but it was wasted. And the gamble was so high risk and so little reward.
Yeah.
For sending all of their fucking forces. Send Alpha through the middle, send Bravo to the south, send Charlie to the north. And it's like, what? Like, I'm
gonna finish right at my command and I'll break it down.
Yeah. Break it down, bust it down, drop it low, flip it hot.
Op 4 has a BTR.
Bop 4.
Look, there are rounds in FNF
There are
where
rounds.
you need to take risks like that, and I completely get it. All right, 100% completely get. Yes. And then there are some rounds where your plan is handed to you in a defensive objective where you have these massive open areas around that you just need to hold, and you're fine. That was one of those. I'm just annoyed more than anything. I'm just annoyed more than anything right now because we were going to pretty much go an entire night of the attackers constantly winning to show, losing, to showcase how critical it is of, having supported attacks, making sure you attack everything together. And I'll give it to the attackers on Op 4 last round. They coordinated. They sure as hell coordinated once they realized that the objectives were empty. And they did a great job. Because there was little to no resistance because everyone decided to do a counterattack. I don't know. It's... there were some objectives where they would have been tougher to defend. A counterattack would have been fine in some of the previous areas. Okay, I get it. But that one... You were handed such good Overwatch AOs. Okay. Blue 4 using the Humvee M2 in the beginning. Really good call there. Use your fast attack fix, but then sending everything else in various different angles. I can't wrap my head around it. Honestly, it just confuses me. So let's see how round 3 does. I'm gonna just, I don't know.
We're gonna try
I
our
don't
best.
know. All right, guys, after round 3, we're going to do some mission development, so if you want to stay up late with me and help me relax and deal with the horrors that I've seen. I don't know. We went from a really close, not the closest I've seen, but a rather close round to that. So now I have no idea how the third round's going to behave. A shit ton of assets are on both sides. It's Saddam themed. It's Pakistan. We're going to have air assets on Blue 4. We got LAVs on Blue 4. It's a good mix of stuff. We'll just have to see how it plays out. No, so I'm not saying you should vote against Pierce every single time. I'm saying that's the thing. Pierce is a wild card, is what I'm trying. I've always said tonight, and I'll continue to say. Like once in a while, he just comes up with the strangest plan.
It is so far out of left field that sometimes they almost work, sometimes they don't work at all, sometimes they fucking blow up in Pierce's face.
I mean, one of my favorites to bring up is when he decided to put these... This was a World War II operation. One of the last ones we did of the rotation like 6 months ago. He was ground command, and he put his half of his force in some random place on the edge of the map. And I didn't see any reason to put those forces over there. And then the round started, and the attackers committed half of their force up down that one random obscure area out of literally 5 routes they could have chosen. The 4 others better in every single way, in my opinion. He did the GC put his forces down that path, and I'm like, why? This is, why? And then Pierce just creamed him because he had forces watching down that path, and I'm like, There's no reason that Pierce should have won that, but he won it. So Pierce is a wild card commander. He's one of the more often commanders. He's really good. Most of the time, he's like Logan, but in a commander sense, which we haven't seen a lot of Logan. I think he's kind of phased out of this, but, you know, back then, Logan was an individual player who was okay, but once in a blue moon, he would pull some of the craziest bullshit. And he is the reason I started looking at individual players and started making a roster of, you know, really good players such as Bay, Norris, Stark, the whole 9 yards, because Logan would pull some crazy, crazy shit. Falcon is now more reliable in that sense, but Logan would pull what Falcon would pull. Adriano, I mean, the freaking 23 kill Adriano incident, where that man just became Rambo and killed everyone. Like, you don't know what's going to happen when these rounds start. I can't tell you who's going to win, because even if you have an AO like that, the commander could pull a crazy plan out like that and just throw it. But that's part of the fun of Friday Night Fights, is similar to Zeus, and I get to watch what people do. And once in a while, I will bash my head against the wall because I don't understand it. It's just how it is.
Oh, God. Yeah, this one was rough, and like.
We can be happy it ended early, all right?
We can be happy it ended early. That's the silver lining in all this, is that we got to see a very action-packed, exciting round 2, and now we're moving on to round 3.
It's crazy. Anti-nuclear task group has been directed to assault a former Russian Federation training facility in the Karmkum Desert facility, top secret. Someone bonk them. Guys, an aquatic theme park. Okay, so we're going to see some really cool custom contraption.
Shit. Dirpixon put out a new animation. It's like 30 minutes. Thank you, Whale.
Whoa, wait. I want a link to that shit. That's the good shit.
That's the good shit, dude. 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. I can watch that 30 times. And still see something new every time.
All right.
Yeah, Whale, DM Liru as well. Thank you. Thank you, my cum guardian. Yeah, that shit bussin'. Respectfully.
All right.
Are we talking bussin' respectfully or disrespectfully?
Fuck, Barb.
I mean, like, you ever have a pizza that's straight bussin'?
It's another Fandle Tales.
Dear God. I'm gonna lose so many gallons of fluid.
Yeah, all right. That is literally the devil's fruit right there. Okay. 30 minutes of that. Good God. All right. I can't reveal my degeneracy publicly, so I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I have to keep Liru separate from the Kena VRP communities and all that bullshit, but you know. Shit, I promise we do pay for pain dev tonight. Now I'm kicking myself. Oh, well.
Oh, this one. Oh, 30 minutes. Well, it's 17, unless there's a part 2. Yeah, I've seen the previews for this shit. This shit is bussin', respectfully.
Oh, my God. Let's start the damn round. We got to wrap tonight up.
How many rounds are we going, Liru?
Oh, God. Shut up.
Oh, Don is giving out some good lore. Literally ran an ERP community in Warcraft 3.
It's a while ago, all right? That was one of the stepping stones. But let's throw that under the rug for a second.
Whose rug are we throwing under?
Shut up. Great. Now he's all fired up. I'm all giddy. This is just all horrible. Azuki, thanks for the 4-month resub.
Now.
That round 2 was terrible
That
for
round two
you.
of Na was just terrible for me.
The game isn't starting
To
yet
be
because everyone
honest,
is watching the
I kinda
Derpix
raged
on
shit
Shut
when
up.
I died.
Yeah, Azuki, I understand. That
We're taking a
round
20-minute break.
was a crazy one. I'll give you that. But thanks for the resub, man. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Barb, you're right. Everyone's naked.
Yeah, they're getting ready. It's time for Meru episode 6.
The plot did get really good at the end of the last OVA. It had no hentai in it, but it was a great setup episode. But anyway, we're getting off track. Showing my own
thickens.
Shut up. Okay, do you want to read the brief or should I?
I will read the brief again because I like.
Go
reading
ahead.
briefs. The IAEA Anti-Nuclear Task Group White has been directed to assault the former Russian Federation training facility in the Karakum Desert. The facility was a top-secret project built under the guise of an aquatic theme park during the early 2010s. The base is now being used as a nuclear strike facility by RF remnant forces. The facility holds an extremely convincing mock-up of a pre-war U.S. destroyer. RF remnant forces have been using it as their main base of operations due to its resilience against coalition airstrikes. Blue 4 has telescopic ladders in their vehicles. Do not enter the Scud missile launchers. I just got paid $50. Fuck yeah, there's my fucking weekend money. Let's go. Anything else? Yeah, Blue 4 has to destroy the
Grader.
2 Scud launchers instead of caches this time.
All right.
Mission variables: 1,000-meter view distance. Defender, 125 points this time. Usual time. Blue 4
Right,
Matt
Azuki.
only has M72 laws. Interesting. Op 4 Matt still has an RPG 32, but yeah, only M72s all around for Blue 4.
Okay. That's weird.
All right, that's the basics out of the way. You want to go over? You want me to go over Blue 4
All right,
equipment?
I'll hit the wrist. We'll rapid fire this because I'm curious
Go for
about
it.
the
Go-
AO
go
because I
for
see
it.
a destroyer in the distance. Anyway, Blue 4 uniforms, breaking it down.
Mention it in the
Platoon leader, sergeant. I know. Squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assist, grenadier IR with hunt IR rounds. I already explained every round what they do. I'll skip it this time. Machine gunner assistant, combat engineer with explosive satchels, light anti-tank gunner. The mats are, I think those mods are going to be replaced for this round because they don't want to get a fresh picture. Recon infantry stouts with the suppressors. Probably butchered that. Designated marksman, which looks to be a Mark 11 on the Blue 4 side. Sniper is going to have the, we'll see it in the loadout in a second. Crew leaders, regular crewmen, pilots, medical, and then the base kit. Loadouts are going to be Mark 17s, so SCARs, with Mark 18s for the team leaders and squad leaders with the GL. Glock 17s as the handgun, 249, 240 Bravos. LAT is going to be an M136 for the light anti-tank, and then the medium anti-tank is going to be M72, so just single-shot disposable tubes.
Yeah, right.
Interesting. But M2010s for the single recon sniper, and then a choice of M14 or the SOCOM 16, both had the same weapon platform. Near identical with 7.62 by 5180. And then the crew and aviation guys get a choice of the MP7 or the Mark 18. Nothing custom on their CSW. They get a command lab, which is the C2 model. The GMV. So it's 3 turrets. One turret has both an M2 and an M240, and then they have a rear M240. They get 3 of those, though. That's crazy. Yep. 4 transport Humvees. Regular LAV-25, which has had its weaponry rescripted to only be 3 100-round magazines of M2, and then a single 1,200 magazine of 7.62, and then, the 3 100 rounds are 12.7, and then an MH Little Bird, which is the transport variant, which has 7 bench seats. Up 4, meanwhile, are deserts, EMR, camouflages. They're going to have for their marksman the SVD, which we can see right there. Loadout's going to be AK-74s, RPK, PKP for the machine guns, RPG-26 for the light anti-tank. Recon's going to have the T-5000. The 2 suppressed shooters going to have a choice between the AKS with 45-round magazines or the AS-VAL. Crew and aviation going to have the PP-2000 or the AKS. Just a choice among them. I'm not seeing anything in the CSW either for OP4, but it did state that they had 2 cord statics that I thought they were going to use as the squad level for crew server weapons, but I guess we'll see under assets.
Yeah, those are assets.
So they have an MI8 transport. Interesting choice. It's unarmed, though, so there's no gunnery on it. The 2 Scud launchers, which they're not allowed to get in.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
Wait, was the rule?
They can't enter them.
Yeah,
at
they
all.
can't enter them. Period. Okay, so they can't move them
It
around
says
dynamically
locked as well.
Oh, you're right. For the Scud, it does say lock, but you got to remember you can glitch that by knocking
Don't tell
someone
them
on.
how to glitch it.
Okay. Anyway, 3 open transport UAZs, 6 bicycles, single Kamaz transport truck, 2 gas PKTs with the GMG unscripted, so it has 19 magazines and 100 rounds for 7.62 by 54 PKM on top, a BTR-80, and then the 2 cord stand-up statics, which have 5 boxes of 50 rounds each. Anyway, AO for the Scud launcher, there are 2 AOs here. So we have a Scud launcher in one of the hangars here, and then we have another Scud launcher, I think, hidden in the destroyer. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you want to make a makeshift secret base, you can just set that up right here.
Yeah, I think it's
But-
meant to be like a museum piece. Like I've had that before. Or, you go to some coastal state and they have like an old U.S. like Navy ship.
It's
moored
made
along
up
the
to be
harbor.
like a kill house, though.
Yeah, which I am very interested to see how that works out. I am a big fan of kill houses in general, and this one looks like it'll be fun.
All right. Well, I mean, the objective is right next to the doorway, though, which, does have some cover-up on it. But I guess the light anti-tank is limited to prevent AT snipes, especially on the open hanger one from the northwest.
Yep,
But
definitely.
Otherwise,
Also,
going...
Where's that thing? Where's the Scud launcher? It's just in the
Yeah, northeastern hanger, and then the other one's in there. By the way, I think the MI8 is attached to, because it's doing the animation glitch of having the...
Yeah, it's simulated to be like, okay, there's Grav on top of the helicopter now.
the gravity is on top of the helicopter. Anyway,
see.
Vagrant's commanding. Grav is the platoon medic, but Vagrant, I would say best commander in FNF.
Gravity is weighing down the helicopter.
I'll give that one to you, son of a bitch.
Oh, you'll give me more later, I'm sure.
BTR 80. I mean, I'll DM you. Fine. Fuck it. Rust is going to be leading X-Ray. Chadwick, being the 2IC here. Falcon being the sniper. We'll see what he does. Ravemaster being the 2IC. Shrek taking
Hopefully
an ASVAL. Wise taking a 45 AKS. 45 round AKS. The 45 round magazines, sorry for stuttering. Dogbert leading Alpha HQ with Dino Cheese, Elm Tree, Jake, Ricky, and Crab. Alpha 2 has Loki and Patriot together. Bravo HQ led by Nebs. Bravo 1 has Ash leading with Banks, Green Shade, Kablooey Face. I always butcher his name, which is why I call him Ace. Pierce, Saddam, and Ilbanek sideways, leading a small detachment of Papega, with Charlie 1 having Michael, Armagesus, Chaos, Flux, Kane, Bant, and Guy Fieri. A lot of heavy hitters there. Charlie 2 has a few Papega members with some other members. So we got Shade, Coda, Coop, Mags, and then Chow, Fred, and Arcane are not of Papega. Otherwise, Blue 4 being commanded by a newer commander, Tender Banner. He did rather well last round in NA. He commanded in round 2 of EU. I forget if he won or not. But again, for the first 4 rounds tonight, all of EU and the first of NA, the defenders always won. So we'll see how he does tonight. Tiger leading X-Ray, Spiky RP being the medic, Olaf being the sniper, Naders being the 2IC, Lolo taking the suppressed Mark 14, and Revanche taking a suppressed NP7. Interesting. Tariq being the leader for Alpha HQ. Alpha 1 being led by Anderson with Cosmona, Arcor, Miller, Cool Breeze, and N1 together. Bridges leading Alpha 2 with Martin Fist and Warwick. Lurch leading Bravo HQ with Iander, who has that frickin' law. Oddball, Jack Perton, and Dobbs. Charlie
Iander
HQ
has to be pissed.
probably has Nielsen leading under Charlie, with Charlie 1 having Montgomery leading Dot, Herb, Sablon, Eagle, and Shine. Charlie 2 has Sholin leading Drake, Mickey, and Norris. Korvac leading Delta HQ. He's merged everything together. He's got Timex, Sushi, Despo, Green Thumb, Geary, Space Cowboy, Carl, Artisan, and Absorbed. Gamma 1 is going to have Maz, G-Legs, and Blam, more than likely taking the LAV with the autocannon that's been rescripted to have a 50 cal, and then Hotel having Sam and Schult fly the transport Little Bird, but it also has a camera under it, which is what makes the transport part very useful. I'm going to be honest, Blue 4 with the 3 up-armored gun SOCOM Humvees, I think is going to be a great bet here. With the LAV, with the autocannon would be great. I don't really see the need for them to take the transport LAV, the command one.
Maybe Command could drive around in that one, but even as Command, I would probably want to do one of the faster Humvees.
Yeah.
Just for higher mobility. Because you shouldn't be anywhere near where rockets should be a threat.
I mean, other than that, I don't have anything.
Space Cowboy Carl is getting naked for the other squad.
Of course he is.
All right, well, quickly going over the two AOs, the two objectives, rather. We'll start with the north side. So, yep, it's two Scud launchers. One is going to be in this open hangar. Hangar is facing open to the northwest, so Blue 4 coming from the south is going to have a hard time. Or they have to go around and try and hit it. And even then, if they want to snipe it, they got to snipe it from about 350 meters away.
Yeah.
If they want to go for that nearest hill before the airfield or the airstrip. But Red 4 is building some defenses. They got about 4.5 minutes left to build up whatever they want. But yeah, some decent craters, some aircraft wrecks to use. It's a bit of cover. Use that to defend themselves. But obviously the watchtowers and stuff that's just naturally part of this base are being used. And we are seeing a force. I'm asking for a bit of a counter push, but looks to be just two of the gas Tigers.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could see Op4 doing a counterattack with maybe the BTR-80, the Gaz Tigers, because they only have 7.62. It doesn't really do anything for penetration. So there's not really a lot of room for Op4 to do that counterattacking. And I do appreciate Op4. They're trying to, set up a bunch of fortifications in and on this ship here, but I don't think it's going to be good enough for what we're going with.
Yeah, we'll see. With the destroyer, though, that's where things get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So we are seeing a bunch of reinforcements, a lot of sandbags along the frame of the crane there. So I think they're going to try and hold the actual control bunker for it, so to speak. Because, yeah, as we saw, it can get up to the top of this thing and shoot down, but I don't think that's going to be the plan once safe start ends. Grav is still just on there because, well, he can jump down there for the next 3 minutes and not get hurt. But we'll see what happens in 3 minutes. Otherwise, the rest of the destroyer, like Liru said, is kitted out as a bit of a kill house. So we have some debris and a bunch of targets around there. We should see... I don't think there's a control panel to open the shutter doors from the outside. There is one on the inside, though, I think. Yeah. So we'll see how they try and breach inside. We do also have the openings on the side of the ship are technically at ground level, so they are able to enter the ship from there. All in all, very unique and innovative way to use the USS. What is this? The Liberty?
Yeah.
Yeah. So good job on that. And yeah, corridors and stuff. We have the Scud launcher in here, but all the corridors have targets, some concealment or some cover, sandbags, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting to see this defenses on top as well near the Citadel, using that as a bit of a higher vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this being an airfield, they have great visibility from all around at both of the objectives, but I think the ship has a bit more defensive capability.
So we're going to see Blue 4 starting to already push forces down. I think Blue 4 could, in all honesty, with the Humvees, they could commit to a little bit of a thunder run, just driving around and delivering a lot of fire on the runway itself if they were to keep away from where Op4 have set up their lines. But it's going to be a matter of getting the Little Bird up in the air and doing reconnaissance to see that Op4 hasn't set up anything along the ridges on the outside of the airbase. But once they determine that, I could definitely see Blue 4 potentially using the northwesternmost runway and just driving back and forth, harassing Op4 as they get the rest of their forces in position, maybe in some of the defilade cover outside of either objective to then, overwatch from and then push in with a smoke charge or something. But we'll see what is on Tender Banner's mind. As we see him and X-Ray are all getting together on the Little Bird. They're going to get dropped off somewhere. I'd imagine it's probably going to be the adjacent ridgeline to the east. And they're going to watch from over there to get their forces in and then let the Little Bird do its scouting mission. But while Blue 4 moves their forces... Oh, okay. Blue 4 is going to play it safe, which means they're definitely going to deploy on the eastern side to watch their forces come in. But they're going to basically go off the side SSR and then probably attack from the north and the low ground in the center of Razman itself,
That'd be
which
very
is north
smart
of the
for them to
objective.
do.
Mhm.
I mean, following that side road that they're poised on, if they head north from where that lead Humvee is, and just follow north, head around to that road where it dead ends and cut across there, they should be in defilade for, or at the very least, behind foliage and concealment for most of that drive. And then, yeah, they can wrap around the north, markers 2102, 2156, 2091, all these high points up here on the northern side. A little bit far for most small arms, but those M2 SOCOM Humvees, oh baby, it's perfect for those.
Little Bird's actually cutting left. Where can they deploy on the left? Maybe on the far north, but
maybe the oil field up there and use that as a well, no, there's the ridge ahead of them.
yeah,
They'd
only
have to deploy out there and walk a good 2 clicks depending on where they land.
so that means command is going to send his forces in blind and leave it to the squads to coordinate.
Well, if they follow that safe route, they should be decently okay. When they're actually doing a really good convoy formation, we have the 2 scout vehicles, which are 2 SOCOM Humvees. Actually, 1 SOCOM Humvee and 1 open Humvee. So if they take any fire, they'll call back to the main convoy, and then they'll dismount and push up through the hills instead and start to engage those contacts, which will give up the ghosts a little bit as far as the total plan, but is pretty much the only real course of action if they want to try and get those guys back alive.
Humvee's not breaking off. They're going to cover this ridge. I don't know where that Little Bird's going, you know? I don't see it.
When Red Fort Bravo actually mounting back up, they are watching the top of that ridge. I think Kabubi Face and Banks might have seen one of the Humvees, because they're acting a little skittish now. And now Red Fort Bravo 2 coming up from the south of that same ridge, so we got a couple vehicles up here now. And things are going to pop off here sooner rather than later. Red Fort X-Ray moving around far to the north as well. If they wrap around the northeast side, they could have a rear shot on most of this Blue 4 force as well. And yeah, that Little Bird, like you're talking about, now it's coming around east, right around the borders of the map. It's actually interesting how the map AO extends so far north once past the actual map end.
I don't know. I mean, that BTR to the north could be really troublesome for Blue 4 if it repositions and comes down the valley here, or just up the ridge to the south.
No. Here comes the Little Bird. So the Little Bird's flying through, and then, yeah, Platoon HQ for Red 4 is now shooting up at it, and they have, yeah, just an AK. That's enough
Shots
to get
aren't
them to wave
leading.
off.
Yep. Oh, those are getting closer.
Yeah, but that's because he's flying in a straight line. He needs to keep up a lateral momentum as well. But he will fly out of there. And very heavily spook Platoon Command. That's just,
I don't get it.
that's some kind of luck. I don't know who for exactly, but...
So
Blue
Pierce's Vic have the engine cut. They just honked. Nev says dismounted. Korvac just heard that honk. He's coming over. Oh, this is good.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Immediately tries to hit the gunner.
Oh, and...
Gunner can't get a lineup. AT goes in.
Oh, there goes Ilbanek a little bit. Oh. Headbug, but Korvac can still get him.
Artisan got that vehicle kill. He wasn't headbugged for me, so I think it was just a client side thing for you. But yeah, now Op4 is going to get pushed off this ridge real quick.
I'm surprised Nebs is staying right there. He doesn't hear all that 5.56 just off to his 7.
Yeah, right, Don?
And they're going to push over. Those 2 vehicles from earlier for Blue 4, they pushed well past Razman to the north. And now they have the BTR manned by X-Ray looking over them. And they're holding fire for now. I think they're going to try and push
explosives being
closer.
thrown.
Yeah.
They're hurting themselves with it, unfortunately.
For the BTR?
No, Alpha 2 was throwing grenades over the ridge, and they were
Oh,
not
I
throwing
see.
them far enough, so they were just blowing themselves up. Bravo
comes
1's
Red
gonna
X-rays.
pull back there on that other PKT, Vic.
Oh no, again. Oh, well. Red 4 almost ran over themselves with their own vehicle.
Amazing.
So here comes the BTR. Now it's setting up. And it's opening fire now on these Blue 4 guys. I think a bit rushed there. They might grab McKee here. He's trying to crawl away. That PKT just not landing enough shots. Where's the AT? There's the M2 opening up. That'll do.
Radio guy got hit.
Oh, the shots are going over though.
Hey, Tactical Metalhead, thanks for the raid, man. He hates me?
Yeah, that BTR now pushing back over, just taking some pot shots.
Hey, Tactical, how you doing? AT went over.
Wow, yeah, went way over.
Hope your night's going well, Tactical. BTR just got a kill.
Any of these shots, he needs to figure out that he's shooting well over. All those shots right above the BTR are just, that's all 50 cal.
He just lowered it, and he got him. He got him.
Finally. Gunner and driver both dead, looks like. Wise, I think, tried to get out.
But Revenant,
last
thanks for the
second.
23-month
That's why
resub.
he
Hope you keep
popped
doing the
out.
operations. It's fine that you're late. Hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario.
Oh, shit.
It's a mess tonight. So Blue 4 delivered X-ray and command all the way to the south.
Part of this?
Yeah, they were. Why are they? I'm gonna stop asking questions.
Yeah, you should have stopped after last round. But yeah, that BTR should be recrewable.
Yep.
Even if 50 cal shoots it up, it should stay.
The LAV's
Fairly
coming up
intact.
on the rear though. It's gonna go clean them up.
I'm surprised the M2 is still shooting up there. They don't have too much ammo.
The M2 for the SOCOM Humvees?
Yeah, how much ammo do those things have? Let's
Checking.
see.
8 100 round boxes. They got plenty.
Yeah, that's actually plenty of M2. You're
It's the
absolutely
LAV that I'm worried about because they only have 3 boxes of 100.
right. Yeah.
Righto, Tactical. Thanks for dropping by. And yes, we are doing mission dev after. I'm just really.
Apparently
Last
the BTR
round's
might be,
tactics confused me. This
beached
round's
on the rock
tactics
that
are
it's
confusing
on
me.
top of. But nah, I think those.
No, they can
the
still
left
drive it
side of
off.
the wheels, those should be more than able to rip that thing off the rock.
All right, LAV still coming around. Might catch this remaining X-ray guy out of position, Chadwick. He should be able to hear that vehicle coming around, but he's not reacting to it. But the LAV is going off the... I guess it's trying to pull a wide flank here.
Oh, I thought it was going to flip itself.
Oh. Chadwick spotted. Nope, they're firing at the BTR instead.
And that's the 50 cal that they are firing.
Well, they spotted him. That's the PKT.
Or 240.
You're right. Well, close caliber, 7.62.
Listen, it's the autism. I can't help it.
That's okay. Well, there goes Chad. Now Blue 4 has to combine their 2 flanks and do a unified push on the airfield and take out the rest of Op 4's garrison because Op 4's already lost a majority of Bravo, majority of X-Ray, and all of Bravo 2. While only taking T4 Herb and McKee as casualties. So it should be a pretty easy stomp out. Falcon is on a bike with Shrek on another bike, and they're biking up to Blue 4's ridge. Why? I have no idea.
They're just taking a nice little gay bike ride together. It's fine.
Delta HQ driving over in the direction of where Op 4's 2 bike riders are going. Yeah, they have a few bikes.
Oh,
They've dismounted and coming around. Little Bird flying ahead now.
yeah, they've dropped off their crew, or their load, way off to the west. And yeah, about a 2-kilometer walk for that whole team.
I'm really confused. So it... Are they gonna ferry this? We got the one of the SOCOM Humvees now coming around. I guess to come over and escort maybe, but we have an entire squad on a ridge. Not really in any position to give go to Overwatch, because I think they were thinking maybe Op4's in the town too. And then you've got 2 squads all the way to the north, Charlie and Bravo for Blue 4, and now they're firing GLs into Charlie? Or maybe they were trying to put GLs into the BTR-80 and they missed, and they went into I don't know. Hey, Crafty, thank you for the raid. What were you doing, my friend? Oh, shit, I forgot to ask Tactical. I'm sorry. Not gonna lie, when everyone was saying I hate you, I was thinking, oh, is this like an actual hate raid? Like, I've never seen one before, so I wouldn't know,
this team up here on the ridge,
like,
I mean,
okay.
they're a good
Here comes my Twitch ban.
6 or so 100 meters out. Let me check here. Actually, a full kilometer away from the nearest enemy contact. So yeah, they've got to lob their shots pretty high if they want to hit.
I'm wondering if Falcon and Shrek are gonna walk up to these 2 Blue 4 Vics and try to shoot at them with MP7s.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Do they have MP7s or do they have AKSs?
That's a good point. AS Val, and so Shrek has an AS Val, Falcon has... oh, he's the sniper. Right, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, they probably won't be getting anywhere
Right.
close to those vehicles. They'll probably stay their distance and try and get a sniper or 2 on the gunner.
50633 training? Nice. What did it focus on? Just a standard op or anything specific?
So Blue 4, I mean, all things considered, pretty good start for Blue 4. Only 11 minutes off the clock. Still got 39 minutes and change left to go.
What type of mission are we running? We're
Decent
spectating a
Red 4's
PvP
really
match.
I mean, obviously they're
Blue 4's trying to blow up 2
Scud
Scud trucks. Op 4's trying to defend
Really,
them.
only the forces inside the base are the ones that they gotta worry about. We do have, of course, Falcon and his buddy there, which could be a
Everyone
problem
here's
for
a
this
player.
bridge team or the
No
vehicle
AI.
crew. We'll see what happens. But for the most part, Blue 4, yeah, they've got the upper hand. I would expect them to really take advantage of this and see something happen.
So I'd imagine the macro level that's going on right now is Charlie's now going up on the northern hill. They're going to overwatch from there. Alpha's going to remount and push with the other groups that have come down. Delta, who's already come down, I feel like is going to try to do a thunder run for the ship with the southern Scud. Northern-wise, I think Bravo is going to then, utilizing the overwatch by Charlie, push in, and Alpha's going to push in. They're going to find the other Scud position. And then X-Ray is just completely off target. And we're seeing Op4 now firing up at the Little Bird here. But to not really any effect. Shots are too far, and they're just not able to lead it in time, so...
Good trying, though.
They are. You can give them that.
Sometimes all they gotta do is be lucky once, especially if they're firing a cord up at them.
Falcon is now on the other ridge trying to watch the Blue 4 vehicles coming. He might be in a good position to snipe the Blue 4 guys from Delta once they dismount, but it's tough to say. Looks like he's ranging with his Vector here. Delta continuing to pull south is only reinforcing the idea of they might just, try to stage from the south itself, or they might try to pick up X-Ray and move out with them. Little Bird, meanwhile, is still flying. It's a little lower this time, but it's definitely trying to draw their fire. Okay, why did my computers do that?
Gun?
Yep, it just tabbed me out, I think because it detected my mouse input, left my other monitor. Sorry about that.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Son of Sun Tzu, thanks so much for the 9-month resub.
Keep
Now
it
man.
that cord is shooting over
I hope you
way
keep
over
enjoying
there
the
to south
operations,
at,
and I do hope you get a
towards
nice
Delta's
kick
vehicle
out of this scenario.
as they're trying to cut across west. So
What an
that
interesting chord position by Coda there. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That cord up on top of everything.
It's dope.
Yeah, dope until the sniper comes along and sees them.
Yeah, right?
But yeah, he spotted out that group heading to the west, so he might
has to
call
be down
that
to
out,
1 or 2 boxes
to
left,
flux
though.
there and try and pass that up the chain,
Mhm.
and that might draw some more attention away from this eastern group. And again, look at the map.
Alpha's
Look how
pushing on
few-
foot.
Look how few people are here defending this base for Red 4.
Yeah, because they already lost quite a chunk, which most of them have
Yeah.
left the server at this point. But I mean, you can get the
taking
full
a look at
Op
the
4
numbers who are alive,
force
yeah.
on your roster if you scroll all the way down. But scrolling up, you got Blue 4, like at least, you know, a size and a half. So it's a pretty significant numbers advantage because Op 4 threw, unfortunately, way too many units on outskirt areas to be unsupported. And now you're starting to see that Delta charge. .50 cal landing some good hits. Timek is dead in there. So again, Blue 4 is starting to do their attacks, but they're all unsupported here, charging up on their own. So my question is, can Op 4 weather the storm here? Because every time we've seen the attacking faction do an attack like this, where every attack wave comes unsupported, they get their butts kicked.
Oh my, a lot of GLs firing at core back.
Yeah,
in
there's
this
an
group.
AT round there as well from the top deck.
I don't know what the hell hit that, but it was a lot. This team getting deployed on pretty much the only wrong end. Entrances are on the
Gunner on the SOCOM Vic just got hit. LAV cooking off.
This is rough. This is real rough. Guy Fury and Flux trying to investigate.
Bravo's mounted
some
up in
support.
Vix. They're starting to push in from the north. They also took the BTR-80, and they're using that to press in.
Ooh, Little
Little Bird just got hit. I heard that. There is no change in their altitude. They're fine.
Yeah,
Falcon
no,
now
they're
running
fine.
around on
Some
the
damage.
southern side. Delta's pushing up with only 4 people remaining as Op 4 are on deck just shooting. Flux jumping down, gets a kill. Grenade thrown up on deck, but Op 4 is pulled back. They're shooting small arms at the Little Bird there.
Yeah, it's just pure panic down here.
Yeah,
on the south
PKM.
side. Meanwhile, on the north, Blue 4 is a lot more organized. You have the group on the direct north side suppressing the objective and all the infantry that are here. Some of them are looking over to the east and watching as Blue 4 Alpha are pushing up with their vehicles and suppressing with what sounds like the other chord. But still, a very coordinated push here on the northern side. And yeah, that southern group, I mean, they're doing their best in that they're distracting a majority of Red Force force for the price of only 3 of them, if that makes sense, but...
I mean, if this is meant to force the southern position to stay entrenched, it's working. And that's giving time for Blue 4 to take the 3 other
Yeah,
squads they
move
have
around
and go
to the north.
north. My question, though, is X-Ray for Blue 4. They've just spent all this time doing a bunch of walking. They're in a decent spot for their sniper to get on position. It's Olaf. He's pretty good with this role. Will he be able to get some pickoffs on the bridge as the remainder of Delta just gets chewed up? And we
Yeah.
got Flux and Guy Fieri at the ground level, 2 of the best players in FNF. I think they're going to be able to sweep the rest of this, in all honesty.
Oh, he sees the guys on the bridge.
Here it goes. Korvac taken out. Despo taken out. Sushi's still up there. Sushi trying to crawl back. Grenade hits Sushi. Sushi's still crawling. Guy Fieri sees him before Sushi can even react, and he gets taken out. So that's Blue Force sweeped right there. We've got Delta HQ with 2 other guys in the Humvee, so the gunner woke back up, actually. And they're just firing blindly back at the fortification here. Blue Force still very slow to push their other flank, so they pretty much threw that away. 32 minutes left on this round. I think Blue 4 is going to take every minute, in all honesty.
And actually some friendly fire now onto Guy Fieri. Poor guy.
Flux on 3 kills, Guy on 1 kill. You got the Delta Humvee firing from range. However, the sniper for X-Ray is right here. Falcon. Can he get it?
They're moving now. He's got a chance, but
Wait for it.
if he's smart, he'll hold his fire.
He's reacquired the target. They're still driving. He's going to wait for them to hold again, then he'll take a shot.
Yeah.
Switching to his rifle. It's held still. This is his best bet. Gets the headshot on the rear gun. Back of the head. Can he go 2 for 2?
Nope.
Shoots over.
Oh, but someone else with the front gets him. So that's even better, because now the driver doesn't even know that there's anyone behind him.
Yep.
He just thinks that both of his gunners got hit from the front.
Yep. If he even notices, because again, you're not third person.
Yeah, he's probably not going to notice the guy in the back.
Both his gunners just went unconscious. They stopped talking, so.
Yeah.
Blue 4 still flying overhead with that little bird. I've noticed the little bird's getting lower and lower in its orbitals.
Lower and faster. Oh, that's another crunch.
Not necessarily faster.
No, he isn't going super fast, really all that much faster.
There's a damage texture on that little bird now, but it's still flying.
Yeah, it's still trying its best.
What the hell is Blue 4 doing to the north? They're still situated in that building. They're still slowly pushing through the town. Like, what is this? Where's the movement? Where's the quick speed, the tenacity?
Yeah, all the vehicles that they have.
And we got Gamma 1 now folding down with the frickin' LAV.
When I really, like, if they would just stop and look in the hangars, they would see the Scud launcher. And they could hit it from distance with the fucking M2.
Yep. LAV dodged a rocket there.
So that's one of the RPG-32s.
You gotta remember, they get 4 per team, though. 4 rockets, so it's plenty. Not worth counting, whereas Blue 4, they only have single-shot disposable AT, so...
Oh, but here's Cheese. He's got an RPG-26. Does not lead it enough. He was good on the accuracy if he just let it...
It's very close.
And in fact, Maz then just stops.
Yeah, immediately after, right?
He's like, oh, man,
what poor timing.
No, that was close.
Yeah, so Tilster now trying to hide behind this wreck as he takes heavy fire here. His shots are not penetrating the wreck, though, so they might try to come around. And now they're going to drive right up to it. Tilster trying to run, gets knocked to his feet. Desperately trying to crawl. All right, Alpha's now starting to make their push from the town. They're going to probably overpower Vagrant, Patriot, and Loki on the right flank here. Tilster finally got found and shot. And then we're going to see Blue 4 fold in on the southern objective. X-Ray still coming around. Flux and Guy Fieri going on a little trip. Shrek and Falcon still back there to pick off the LAT. But here are the 2 knockouts here for Green 4. Excuse me, Op 4. Grenades being thrown. We just heard an explosive charge thrown. That's going to kill Vagrant unless he pulls back. No. Nick of time there.
He will survive.
Treat coming around, runs right into Patriot, and Treat gives him a headshot. Vagrant then gets the revenge kill. Vagrant now coming around. He's going to run into the 2 dudes prone and immediately gets knocked out by Arcor. And double tapped by Arcor. Now it's going to be up to Pepega Pirates to hold. Barb.
Yes?
Barb.
Yes?
Pepega Pirates on a ship.
Yar.
We finally did it. Pepega Pirates have their namesake, and Bant is in the biggest freaking sandbag bunker I've ever seen. Oh, brilliant. They're still shooting up at that damn helicopter.
Yeah, the damn helicopter's still flying around.
All right, you got Jake and Almtree trying to counterattack from the south on Alpha's push. Not really any progress there. Did Blue 4 Command die? Yeah, he's not on the server anymore. So he was with X-Ray. And all I see from X-Ray now is Bravo HQ, so hold on. Yeah, they got in a Humvee. They're trying to mount up and leave, so I don't know what killed... no, it's Tender Banner. So Tender, yeah, so Blue 4 is dead. Commander's dead.
Well, Crab right now is surviving by hiding like a crab. Sholin, I think, might run with his team to check this last hangar. And he's going to run into a nasty surprise.
Maz just dismounted and immediately got shot to shit.
Oh.
Whoa! He killed both of them! He just killed Guy Fieri and Flux, two of the best players in this freaking server. Maz!
And Sholin. What Sholin turn? He turned like it was a flashbang or something. Norris, come on. Avenge your men. Yes, he gets them. But at what cost?
Norris is an explosive specialist. If he checks within here, he's going to find something that he can put his satchels on. We do have Dino over here. He throws a grenade. It's going to bounce a little away.
That one, though.
That one... Fragmentation barely misses Norris there.
Jeez.
Norris just has to run up and throw his satchels and then call it a day.
Yeah, right?
Meanwhile, Maz is going through the kill house here.
Oh, by himself up to the bridge. Oh, fuck yeah. And if you look through the walls, you get this, like, awesome, like, isometric view.
Yeah. Maz wants to be the captain now. Heard some explosions to the north. I'd imagine it's Norris. He's bandaging first, then he'll plant explosives. Maz found a mine and exploded.
Yes. And he blew it up, yeah.
Nice.
It was a naval mine, in fact. I think he thought that was the objective.
Ha!
And now he's navigating the side of things. Oh, he throws
Did
a
he get it in?
Great grenade!
No, it bounced away!
It bounced away down the thing. Fuck. You kidding me? That was the most amazing bounce.
Coop pulls away, security last second! Maz charges, gets the double kill! He's on 4! Fred's remaining in there! He gets shot at, so he's forced to push! And he gets Fred!
Breaches.
What?
What a breach! Patriot rages immediately.
Oh my god.
Have they
What?
gotten this Scud launcher yet? No, I think they planted a charge either on a timer or on a clacker.
Co-op tries to counter, isn't able to. They do have the satchel next to the Scud, ready to detonate. They're just trying to get some safe distance. I love how the UAZ is parked on the frickin' metal piece coming out of the ground in front of the Scud. Maz can now continue his reign of terror. He's got Ash coming around behind him, following his route. Blue 4 just blew themselves up with charge.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Amazing.
Just a little bit, a few of them. Once again, the deadliest thing in Arma is not the explosion, but the building
Kane
that
getting
comes down
Hillary
with it.
Clinton by Maz. Follow-up shots. Maz is dead. Kane is dead, excuse me. That is 6 kills for Maz. He's going to find Mags. Shoots Mags in the ass, but Mags jumps back and
He's
forth.
gotta mag dump him.
Yep. That is, what, 7? Now, he might see Chow,
He does see Chow. He
but the
hits
shots
Chow.
ricochet. There they
Chow
are.
doesn't know that he's being shot from.
And
There
there's
it is.
8.
Nice. To the back of the dome. Base still looking that way. That is to say, the other way.
I can't believe Maz is just solid snaking this bitch. He's going to probably take that gun so he can confuse weapon ID.
Yeah,
Aw.
here comes Jerry. Or Gary.
Falcon's on 4 sniper kills, by the way, on the rear. But I don't think it's enough unless he snipes Maz. But he doesn't have an angle to do it, so Maz, I think, is just going to come in here, find the Vic. Chaos is hiding under it. Real cheeky spot. I love it. But the numbers left at this point, I don't see Op 4 winning.
The
20
numbers
minutes to
don't lie.
go. Maz, you gotta throw higher than that, buddy. Or he could get under him and keyhole his butt.
Yeah.
I think Bay just realized, did the shrapnel actually hit him because he's moving a bandage?
Maybe. It's possible. Through his butt. I mean, that thing's a big target. I think he actually has an
Yeah,
angle
no,
on
he's
him.
got an angle on Bait. He's trying to hit him with his handgun.
You know, I think the Humvee is trying to hit him through the sandbags with M2, but I don't think it pens.
If he went up there and got his rifle out, he would have an angle.
He's gonna get on the scaffolding now and head down there. He might do just that.
There's a ladder up there, though, so he's not going to be able to get Bay because he'll just camp the top of that ladder. Wait, why is the BTR that has Blue 4 firing up at their own LAV? Is it because Falcon? Oh, because Falcon and another guy were there and they were picking them off. All right, so there goes Falcon and Shrek.
Oh, cool. So that's just Chaos Ash and Bay, and that's it. And there's about 20 or so Blue 4 left alive.
Last round, Blues of throw it. Maz trying to get a grenade. The grenade.
Bro, that one comes back down to him. I think that's all he's got.
Bay's just hiding up there, man.
Should have come over here by the ladder and bounced it off the side of the gray structure.
Maz sees Bayant's leg.
Give me them toes. Give me them toes. Oh, is he gonna do
Don't go
it?
for the climb.
Don't go towards the light. No, he's going towards the light.
What are you doing? And the BTR friendly fires him! I enter!
The fucking
I
tower.
enter!
Here comes the little bird.
And the Hardcore coming in gets a kill. Chaos staying low. The scuds change textures. Hardcore's feetsies are getting shot, but Chaos can't get the kill. Hardcore goes prone, kills Chaos because he had to reload. There we go. It's GG.
No, not yet. Bay still has to die.
Yeah,
Only
Bay-
to get friendly fired by Iander.
I
Yeah.
know, Maz. It was great. I mean, Bay would have killed you, but it was great.
Well, I told him to start suppressing the top, and then I guess Iander was like, oh, suppress. Kill the guy who's climbing up the back.
Hey, Maz,
Yes?
I would just like to let you know.
The little bird has landed.
I almost killed you laying under your LAV.
Oh my god,
Laying
look at that
under it.
clearance. That's like the perfect helipad for that little bird. Look at that clearance.
Look at my dead body behind the LAV. I was laying under it, about to pop a shot, and your BTR saved you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grenade lands right in front of Pervert and Revanche. Yeah,
Pervert?
yeah, I'm tired.
Harry, it's
Think about
Perry the
think about
platypus.
perverted things. Perry the platypus.
I would have got bait too if it wasn't for the fact that I ran out of ammo.
Yeah, meddling kids and your dumb dog too. I get you.
Yeah, none of it.
The friendly fireinator.
It only shoots friendly targets. I
Sounds like my life.
I built it.
What the hell just exploded?
That was Bay.
Of course
yeah, he
it
said
was.
It didn't even
Explosive
kill the
trap
fucking
up
scud launcher.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because
just
Bay put an
something
explosive trap down. That's why.
Oh, I see. It was base trap.
Oh, we got one. He's trying to get Cool Breeze, but Cool Breeze is too cool. Cool
That's
Breeze is out of room.
Hey, Eli on the crane. That'd be too convenient.
Which crane?
Are they mag dumping the Scud? Amazing.
I hope so.
Probably.
Oh, they're
They're
grenading.
grenading the Scud. Yes, shoot your guns into the Scud, please.
I'm in Dave.
Oh, I heard AT. Yeah, so Miller got it with an AT4.
It's Philip Miller.
Bay's just sitting up here. He doesn't want to do this shit.
Yeah, Maz, I gotta send you the clip.
Curse you, Perry.
That was
Wait, why did a Humvee just...
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you guys next
later.
week.
I killed.
All right, guys. I'm gonna level with you. I'm tired. I'm probably just gonna do mission dev tomorrow morning because that blew my head up. First 4 rounds were good. 5th round, what the fuck? 6th round, late night round. No one gives a shit. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. I'll see you tomorrow for multiple on the ground POVs and some mission development.